Quick, Anya, I need to do something real quick that I forgot to do. You are live. Entertain the chat audience, please.
What the fuck? You can't do that to me.
I apologize.
Alright, fine. I'm being left to watch the kids, I suppose.
We hope you're all doing well today, though.
I hope you're all fantastic. In fact, I'm doing great myself. I had a very eventful last couple days, and I've just been raking it in. The spoils of my respite.
Spoils is a good word.
Thank you.
Don't you mean we had to watch you? No, it's fine. Wait,
hey!
It took me a moment. No,
What the fuck,
that's
guys?
not fair. We can handle ourselves, right?
Hi, Dinty.
Hey,
Nice to
Dinty.
see you.
Grab
I
a
can't
fork
believe it.
and sprint to the nearest outlet the moment a walk looks away. No,
I'm not gonna stop you. I'm kind of curious.
you know you couldn't do that, Tom, because that could worry us and hurt us to see you like that. So you couldn't do it,
Tom, you don't want to see me cry, do you?
right? It's almost like we know you by now. Also, you're all being mean about Woshua with Anya.
He's the hardest enemy in that fucking game.
Somehow, he's the one that gave you the most trouble. Rapid tippy taps of shoes full of Ayaz delights. No! Once Bet Shiro runs into a knife in a back alley this stream. No, I don't think he will. I think the town is actually way too quiet for that. The only one that's actually been a danger in town so far has been Archer.
I think Archer is the knife that Shiro's gonna run into in the back alley.
I guess a knife is also a blade, so yeah, no?
Groundbreaking media analysis here. A knife is also a blade.
I just consider him so tied to sword specifically, but daggers and knives are like smaller, so they don't really count, but they really do.
The Archer class truly is made of... can you fucking hear that? What the fuck?
What is that?
Some kind of emergency vehicle. I don't know which.
It was warbling.
It was fucking warbling.
Archer has a disastrously large number of gas station knives he was forced to look at in his travel. But the idea of Archer's reality marble just accumulating even the dumbest of weapons that he doesn't want in there is kind of really funny.
Just like the worst mall katanas.
Okay, have you ever seen that one program that is Fortune Fire, where they're like doing a competition?
I'm very familiar with Fortune Fire.
Yeah, I can only imagine like Shiro and Archer just like seeing these people make blades that may or may not break in the next trial that they have to overcome, and it just gets stored in there. It just, even if it's if it breaks in two, it's just stored in there too.
I've been thinking since the mention of gas station knives, do you think that is the blade the important part, or do you think that he has switchblade combs as well?
I don't know. Maybe? Also, Mole Wall Hanger Tactical Ninja Swords? Shooting Mole Ninja shit at Gilgamesh? Sorry, what ninja stuff is there at malls? Is there...
Oh my god, Wack, are you not aware?
Why is this a thing? I don't know.
She doesn't know about the mall katanas, chat.
What do you mean the mall katanas?
I mean the katanas that you buy at the mall.
What mall are you in that sells katanas?
Just about any American mall about 10 years ago. No, okay, listen.
Why is this a commonplace thing?
Mall katanas, everyone knows. Malls sell these shitty fucking tactical weapons that are never ever meant to be used. They're just like shaped pieces of metal. And they're always like those knives that have like the blades coming out of like, the handle in different fucking directions, or like the like $400 katanas that are never meant to be used.
We've seen like specialty stores in some places with like little replica blades of various kinds, but not specifically like a mall with katanas.
It's a mall. No, it's one store in a mall with katanas.
Wait. Tom, you sent me a shark handle knife and a scorpion? Why are these things?
Yes, no, correct. Yes, that is exactly what you're looking at. This is mall ninja shit.
I think I'm just going to put the game on right now. And we're going to move on from this conversation.
I can hear the distress in your voice.
I am very confused right now.
Oh my god.
But
Sorry.
I
just saw what's on screen for today.
It's Tosaka and it's Tosaka. I think that's one of my favorite recent bits. The changing of the background too much.
I'm a really big fan of it.
It's sisters. More disturbed by mall ninjas than the entirety of Heaven's Feel. Don't say that. To extract money from teenagers and their ilk. Oh, right. It caters to chunies. No, that makes sense.
No, have you ever heard the phrase mall ninja thrown around?
No, I mean, I think maybe, but I don't think I put it into context until right now.
That is absolutely what that is referring to. Like,
See.
It is the chuny mindset that drives you to buy a katana.
I understand, actually. I am learning. Chusaka.
She'll be a naturalized American in no time.
Sending the video and audio to you. There we go. Sorry.
Isn't there somebody you forgot to stream to?
I'm just thinking about the Jesus meme now. Like, I'm streaming.
Isn't there someone you forgot to ask? That's exactly what I was referencing.
Yeah. I'm streaming and I'm the audience. I don't see anything. You'll soon send me my mandatory deagle? No, please.
I feel like the deagle is not even the correct gun. It's the 1911 that is the real, mark of American competitive sportsmanship.
The very fact that you can pinpoint the specific gun that doesn't even have a catchy name, but it's just like the letters and numbers speaks so much. Because that's the code
1911. It needs no introduction.
I'm just going to hang around the Amiya residence. Oh, we get more Saber.
It is still her special day.
It's her birthday.
It's her birthday.
The usual daily chat, huh? While everyone else is taking a bath. Oh, I clicked outside, sorry. I have some light practice with Saber to help digest dinner. It's more for the sake of exercise than competition, so rather than using Archer's dual wielding style, I just have one Shinai. Oh, instead of coming at me with the usual flurry of blows, Saber starts pointing out in a relatively gentle manner the areas that need improvement.
Your overhead cut still leaves a huge opening. Try to restrain yourself until the right moment.
Yeah, I've seen Richard the Lionheart, the plural king in Fate Go. Of course, gentle is a purely subjective term. My wide-open chest got smacked, and down on the floor I go. Oh, I'll take note. Trying to ignore the pain, I stand up and ready my shinai once again.
Good. You're getting sharper every day. Let us continue the same way.
Saber seems awfully happy. You're enjoying this, aren't you?
Yes, you're definitely improving, albeit slowly. For a teacher of swordsmanship, there's no greater joy.
Aww. I see. In front of a coach like this, any student could get motivated. So let's keep going a while longer. This time I have a secret technique. It's not really something I should show off yet, but...
Special moves.
As a token of this student's sincere appreciation of his teacher, I also want to show her something good. He finally found the one special ability that even a snail could use. Or whatever the wording was.
I don't remember what he said, but I do remember his special move.
He smooches her to stun her. That's the secret technique. He should. He should, though.
Just a little kiss. Very well. Back to our positions, Shiro.
Saber resumes her stance. Just like always, as soon as she sees that I'm not moving, she comes charging forward without giving me a chance to rest. But instead of parrying it from the front, I step to the side as if weaving through, and as we pass each other, she easily avoids the blow I aim at her head. That was the best one so far. You still dodged it so easily. I hung my head in shame.
Shiro, what was that maneuver just now?
Oh, the new Shinai technique? Well, I thought I'd surprise you for once, so Huh? Wait, why did I just get the feeling that she's really pissed off? Saber?
Indeed. There's no need to ask where you learned it. That footwork and attack style is definitely Ryder's. Just when did you...
Well, you weren't here, and so I asked her to come practice with me.
That's great.
But then I'm nowhere near Ryder's skill or speed, so it was more like referencing than actually imitating her.
She's jealous. I see. I see. In other words, you have no qualms about learning from anyone, no matter who the teacher is. Is that it? Indeed, now that I think about it, you copied Archer's technique too, didn't you?
Saber.
You say that your magic is from Rin, and your swordsmanship is from myself, but in reality, you are quite fickle. You know, I could even ignore her Archer's influence. But Riders, out of all people...
Wait a second, Saber, are you sure you haven't got the wrong idea here? She's not listening. Her movement's full of vigor. Saber raises her shinai back into position.
Very well. Come, Shiro. Feel free to use two blades, chains, or whatever you like. Tonight is a great opportunity. Let us show whose fighting style is superior once and for all.
No, that's... I mean, I do realize that yours is the best. Are you upset because I train with Ryder?
Such a trivial thing does not bother me.
I need to screen cap this one because the caption alongside that expression is so funny.
For real? I just want to see the results of your studies under all these other people. At this rate, I may as well start watching out for lancers and assassins' tendencies.
I hear her murmur. Liar, you're all riled up.
Naturally, we're in the middle of a training session. Now please prepare yourself, Shiro.
Oh no.
She's so good.
What I learned today. First, Saber is still extremely strong, so try not to anger her as much as possible. Second, when it comes to swordsmanship, remain faithful to Saber no matter what the circumstances. And so on. Only now, as my consciousness is fading, do I finally realize Saber's true dreadful potential. Oh, he's dead! Wallpaper added to the special menu? Oh, I should check that out at some point. I'm wary of spoilers, but I should. Oh gosh.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Okay, what is in the temple? Okay, temple, caster, big bridge, exclamation point, Tosaka, exclamation point, and
Sakura or Caster, your call.
I don't care. I'll leave it up to you.
Oh, fuck. Chat, help me out. Make a decision, not a chance.
I think both would be really nice.
I think both would be really pleasant, yeah.
I could flip a coin if you wanted. Venti, Sakura, purple woman. Both are purple women, though.
Both are purple women. Sakura, let's hit it.
I'm going Sakura. The love-struck lady with purple hair. You know how little that narrows it.
Do you know how little that narrows it down?
It's not even lunch yet, and something smells great. Ren's house might be extremely funny later. I am ready. I'm very ready. I guess someone's making something? This sweet aroma. This is the smell of a cake or a pie being baked. In our house, only Sakura is good with pastry.
I'm very immersed. I was just brought a fresh-baked chocolate chip cookie about a minute ago.
Oh. I peek into the living room and kitchen, but no one's there. Does that mean that the smell is coming from Sakura's room? Sakura, you there?
Yes, senpai. Come in.
Oh, Saber.
Is that Shiro?
Saber is in Sakura's room. Excuse me, I knew it. I enter the room and nod. Smells good. There's a freshly baked pie and a fork on the desk. The fresh batter and wheat flour duo in the pie's fragrance stimulates a pre-lunch stomach like nothing else.
Sure. I was not trying to keep this a secret from you. Sakura just invited me. This is...
Saber mumbles out an excuse, feeling guilty for munching on it all by herself. Yep, I can sure see the evidence. It's alright, Saber. Continue eating. So did Sakura make that pie?
Yes, the fruit of autumn is persimmon, but you know, chestnut's also good after all.
Shiro floating through the house, following his nose like a cartoon. Saber when she smells.
I saw a saber-sized mousetrap with the pie under it.
Aww. Food unfaithfulness from Saber. For shame, Saber. After she was like the training faithfulness, now this, Saber, honestly.
Such double standards.
Yeah, like sticky rice with chestnuts, so a marron pie. It's a small, neat, one-person shape. While a whole big pie is also good, it's more elegant this way.
Yes, we can rest all the way from the pie dough. That is, Sakura looked like she really needed help, and so I was allowed to lend a hand.
Saber making pastry. Now that sure is unusual.
That's right, folded pie dough makes for a particularly great taste, but it does take quite a bit of work. Folding it back like that several times is something that even I could do.
It certainly seems like endlessly folding that pie dough is pretty laborious. Frozen dough exists for a good reason.
It was very interesting work, Shiro. So my collaborator Saber got the first taste.
Aww.
That's so cute.
So that's why Saber was sitting in Sakura's room. A sampling that became an extra snack between meals. So it's actually the result of cooperation between the two of you. How's it taste, Saber?
Yes, the sweetness of the chestnut and the texture of the dough work exceedingly well together. My hat is off to Sakura's skill with pastries. Thank you, and to you too. The dough work was worthy of a royal title.
Is that right? How do I say it? The atmosphere between these two is unusually friendly. They usually get along, but today the sweet atmosphere is not unlike some secret girls' tea party bond.
Oh, right, Saber. How are the cakes in your country? Were there lots of unusual fruits and fillings? Unfortunately, sugar had not yet seen much use around that time. Such sweet confections had yet to be developed. Ah, is that so? For the banquets, the cooks tried their best with the skills they had.
Oh no.
That is a mournful expression.
Oh, Saber. Yeah, these two getting along is extremely good. When she talks about her country's food, Saber dulls in an indescribable way.
God.
However, England is the birthplace of afternoon tea. The rest of the cooking aside, shouldn't these snacks taste good even if they're a bit simple?
Then a cake like Mizutsuri-senpai's was the usual fare, was it not?
Oh, wait, Mizutsuри, she bakes cakes?
Yeah, I got a few from her. She's pretty good at making the kind with baking powder, didn't you know?
American, that's right. Mass production like that is something she could sure be great at. Finding a breakthrough technique to improve a sketchy taste could certainly be Mizutsuри's style. I want to see her try making an okonomiyaki one of these days.
The New World's cake. Quantity before quality, and who cares what the others think?
With a clink, Saber puts down her fork. The sampling of the marron pie seems to have promptly come to a conclusion.
This was a splendid display of skill. A sample like this will hold its ground even against Lafleur's Western confectionaries.
Oh? Personally approved by the Saber, the picky gourmand herself, the pair's marron pie is said to be a big hit. Then, one more thing. Hey Sakura, is there still some left?
Yes, everyone's portion is still baking, so let's have it as a dessert after lunch.
Good. Now the dessert for lunch is decided. The thing is, I can't really think of a good lunch to go with it. After all, even after udon, a marron pie is
I do not have a problem with noodles. And pasta? We have some canned anchovies, olives, and vegetables to go with it.
Alright, then we'll go with a light lunch. The masterpiece you two made cannot be truly appreciated with a full stomach.
It's okay, senpai. Everyone has a separate stomach for sweets.
Saber nods vehemently in agreement. Such overwhelming persuasive power. For females, formation is really reliable at times like these. Okay, let's not worry about making it lighter. Since you made the pie for all of us, I'll prepare the lunch by myself. You two can take it easy for a while.
We'll accept that kind offer.
The two responds at once with in harmony with each other. Nodding and smiling, I leave the room.
That's such a precious CG, or not CG, but just like image view
Yeah.
screen. The two of them just smiling sweetly.
Mhm. Well
I
then,
love them.
let's go make some extra special tasty pasta to be a worthy match for the Maronbai. Oh, that's so sweet, though.
I am obsessed with the fluff. We're gonna be going through Saber's bullshit like the whole time again.
Oh god, there's so much stuff going on. Oh dear god, there's so much stuff we still got going on. I thought we were closer to finishing this section of the slice of life, actually.
We were wrong.
Wanna keep going through Sabers?
Why not? It's her special day.
Hey, Saber! Huh, he's not here? Strange. I followed her all the way here from the living room. She should be here. Chat, I need you to tell me one thing about how Holo Ataraxia works. I need to get every single exclamation mark, like, plot thing in order to progress, right? Which means if we pick one of them once in a while, it's fine, so long as there's one left. As I hold my chin to think, I think I hear a voice coming from inside. Huh? Giggling can be heard from the other side of the screen door. They said you are there. I'm coming in, Saber. Say something if you don't want me to. Having warned her, I slide the door open. As I thought, she was there all along. She's standing up straight, yet wearing an expression several times more gentle than normal while holding the plushie I bought for her a while back.
Oh my god.
It seems like Saber didn't notice me entering. She's still smiling at the plushie. Saber? That was a really good, like, stumbling shock.
That was adorable. No!
Since it seemed like she hadn't noticed me, I called out to her for the second time. Then an expression of pure shock appeared on her face and she began to panic. For reasons unknown to me, Saber hurriedly searches around her. She then stuffs the plush into the futon beside her and taking a deep breath, finally faces toward me. She's like a dog.
She's so good.
By now, she has returned to the regular Saber.
Yes, do you need something, Shira?
No, yeah, about that, what were you doing just now?
Nothing in particular.
She answers right away. No, it really didn't look like nothing. And on top of that, didn't she just hide the plushie? But
what, Shira? Are you saying you saw something?
her restless eyes are asking, you didn't see anything strange just now, did you? Alright then. If that's the case, I'm going to tease her. Just a little bit.
Careful, boy.
Nope, didn't see anything. Like Saber smiling at the plushie or making it dance around or talking to it as if it was a little kid or anything like that, you know?
The injections.
Yeah, it's okay. I won't tell everyone about Saber sleeping with the plushie either. Of course, I've never seen her doing that, but it seems like it hit the mark. Did I push too much? I'll go on just a little bit further. Oh, no, there's nothing strange about talking to dolls or plushies. It's proof of one's kind nature. It shows you're in touch with your inner child, too. A grown adult collecting dolls and taking care of them like they're alive could even be considered a high-class hobby. Huh? For some unknown reason, wind started to blow from within the room.
Is that so, Shiro?
I kind of love this new Saber, not this new Saber graphic, like a lot. It is the you're fucked moment. There's a faint smile on Saber's face. The wind seems to be coming from the direction where Saber is standing. Saber?
That's just where
Just did that.
she fucking killed him.
I guess we can go out for a walk.
I suppose so.
With Saber. Yep. The bridge pass. I've been wondering if Archer will just, you know, see that she popped invisible air on him. Yeah, she just blew him away. I've been wondering if Archer will attack with Saber around, or if seeing her, he will just let us pass.
I wonder. Well, because when we were doing our last scene with Bizette and Angramanio, they saw, like, remnants of Archer, did they not?
Yeah, yeah, they did see the bright, like, spark of the arrow. Crossing the bridge?
Didn't they find, like, one of his fucking bracelets or some shit?
Oh, right!
Like, maybe he got into a scuff.
Crossing the bridge, we head over to Shinto. There's nobody on the pedestrian walkway at this hour. Tonight, with no cars on the roadway, the sound of the breeze from the sea echoes around us. This brings back memories. Back then, we went to the church together just like this, didn't we?
Yes, Shiro, who still had not understood what it meant to be a master. I, who had not yet become your servant. And Rin, who had still been our enemy. Looking back on it again, we truly were an odd trio, weren't we?
Saber chuckles. Both of us are laughing from the memories of that night half a year ago. I remember it even now. No, I'll remember it for the rest of my life. That night was special. All of the time I spent with Saber during the Holy Grail War was special, but that night was the beginning of it all. But Saber, you were in a pretty sour mood. Granted, having just met, we couldn't talk that much, but you were totally silent all the way to the church, you know?
Of course I would be. Now that it's over, I can tell you. The way I had been treated was infuriating. If you were going to disguise me, there ought to have been a better way of doing so. Oh, with the raincoat!
She was indignant about the raincoat? I see. Milady Saber was displeased by the yellow raincoat, huh? And again, she's using it quite often. Is that some type of silent protest against me?
It appears that you have something to say. Very well. As your apology for that incident, let us settle this now. Shiro!
Oh dear! Huh? Sort of bounces against light. The aftershock causes the air and the bridge supports to vibrate.
Stay back. A hostile servant is attacking.
Oh! The second shot! I can't grasp what's happening. Saber stands in front of me, repelling the incoming bolts of light with her sword. Where they're coming from, I can't tell. A hostile servant? Shit, who the hell? The third shot. Saber once again deflects the bolt of light. It's not good. Other one was definitely more powerful than before. She managed to defend against the last shot, but if the rest keep increasing in force, how long will Saber be able to hold out? If Saber were alone, she would move forward while deflecting the bolts and could probably take the sniper down before she's defeated. But the one being targeted is me. The moment Saber moves away, I will be pierced right through. As long as Saber is protecting me, she can move forward. Now, in the worst case, we may not even be able to retreat to Miyama, and because of me, one of the shots will...
That's such a cool effect.
Oh,
Shiro, I will block these attacks. For now, do not move.
the fourth shot. There is urgency in her voice. The enemy knows that I am her weakness. Saber takes an unreasonable posture as she deflects the bolts of light raining down on a wide-open Miyashiro. At this rate, Saber is gonna lose. I know what needs to be done. In short, defending myself is my own responsibility. I've missed you, Shiro.
Oh, buddy.
I focus my nerves. I could see the incoming shots, and if they can be seen, they can be stopped. The old me may not be capable of it, but the Miyashiro that survived through the Holy Grail War must have the experience and ability to make that possible. Oh! And then the fifth and final shot. Saber is knocked off her feet. No doubt about it. These bolts of light are long-range shots using noble phantasms. No matter how powerful she might be, Saber cannot defend against long-range sharpshooting where each bullet is a noble phantasm. If Saber were alone, she could have avoided any number of them without having to deflect them with her sword. Saber, watch out!
Shiro, wait. I can take one hit.
No, you can't. Saber will be defeated by the sixth shot. That is the conclusion drawn from this method of defense. Don't underestimate me. I can watch my own back. I glare at our attacker. I see the light being fired. Aim at my forehead. I see it. Now that I see it, next I... Huh? I totally forgot. What was I supposed to do next?
Oh my god. Shiro.
I screwed up. What was it? What did I do wrong? Was I forgetting something, or have I not learned something yet? Where had I missed the fundamental part of the skills possessed by the man named Miyashiro? My brain comes oozing out from the hole in my forehead. Oh, I love that effect, actually. I can't really hear what she's saying. What should have been done? What was it that I forgot? My mind is becoming distant. I drop out of the race without even reaching the fourth day. This still wasn't enough. Perhaps I couldn't use it because I hadn't tried it and just took knowing it for granted. Now, where do I go to fully grasp the fundamental abilities of a Miyashiro? Interesting.
Interesting.
Very, 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 very interesting. You also get the timeline, like where you didn't learn your shit. Something is missing. Who am I? Restore the memory. I must understand once again. There's definitely bullshittery going on here.
There's some fuckery.
Okay, so there is, Shed-kun. There's Shed. Oh god, we can't even check what's in school if we don't.
We would have to lock in.
Yeah. There's so many places to go. It keeps going.
The harbor?
Do you want to check Taiga at the harbor?
Okay, based on what we saw in the cooking anime, I am praying that she's hanging out with Lancer.
Oh my god, you're so right!
Fuji-nee.
Yeah, Fate Shiro never tapped craze into the tracing, and Heaven's Field Shiro had Archer's experience, but not the reality marble. Fuji-nee? The one person I did not expect to see about the harbor was here before me. Oh, Shiro! What you doing out here? You too. What are you doing at the harbor? Something doesn't feel right. Unlike seeing her face from dawn to dusk, bumping into her at a place like this feels different somehow. Skipping school just to wander around here is no good, Shiro. Couldn't the same be said of you, Fuji-nee? Yeah, well, it's all had to let its life for today. It's right before the long weekend, after all. We've seen them. Didn't they have a moment of like arm wrestling? I love them so much. I thought she'd drag me to school by the ear, but it looks like she's in a good mood today. Safe for now. No, wait, even in a good mood, it's not like Fuji-nee to forgive skipping school. Maybe she's not feeling well? She don't seem to be in character. You think so? Well, you know, the usual Fuji-nee is more like... I step onto the pier and strike a dramatic pose. Something sailor-like with a pipe in his teeth, a grizzled sea wolf, or the guy in the Rambler series. I am a woman of the sea. Fall in love with this bird of passage and you'll be burned. Stuff like that. Maybe that could suit me. It might be fun. I don't know, it might make you even weirder than you are right now. Just imagine it for a moment, but it'd be odd to see actual sailors at this harbor after all. But weirdly enough, if it was Fuji-nee, I could actually picture it. So are striped shirts and sailor trousers still around nowadays? If it's a sailor suit you want, mine was quite a sight. Oh yeah, you wore that back in the day. But please don't come home with a sailor suit because of this. The image of someone over 20 in a schoolgirl sailor suit is a bit severe.
Just first.
I think she could pull it off. At this point...
I think that this is Shiro's misogyny seeping through and that we should allow women to do as they please.
You need this? We need to draw Fuji in the schoolgirl sailor suit.
I think that would save us both.
At this sport, a real sailor uniform might actually look good on Fuji-nee though. Speaking of the sea, I went chasing after Kiritsugu-san around the time I was still wearing one though. Gazing at the distant sea, she muttered something longingly. I don't know what was going on through his head at the time, but once he went overseas on a freighter that he boarded at this harbor. When I told him to go by plane, he said, No, Shiro. The chance to hide amongst cargo on the boat is what makes the trip such a novel adventure, don't you think? Kiritsugu?
That's so fucking funny.
Kiritsugu? Yeah, it's a good thing you didn't follow him, I think. No kidding. And I had no passport, so I'd have been sent right back home anyway. Would she have followed him if she had one? And not just the passport, she need a visa and all of that too. Even then, I still couldn't recommend being Kiritsugu's companion on one of his reckless adventures. Fuji-nee is technically a girl after all.
Technically.
When Kiritsugu-san was about to leave, I chased him all the way here, but I couldn't ask him to take me along. So that's how it was. His parting words were, take care of Shiro, and I told him I would, and that was it. Maybe I should have done the impossible and chased after him just to see what he was up to while abroad. She laughs weakly. Even through my own perspective, it's not as though I could tell what he had been doing overseas. He'd just come back with all kinds of nonsense stories that I looked forward to. Neither of us knew when he would come back, so we waited for him together. Maybe I should have gone too. Yeah, surely it couldn't have killed him to bring us along for once. Oh. You have no idea where the old man could have been going, though. A place like Europe could have been fine, but what if, say, he was Investigating some mysterious African tribe claiming to be the descendants of an alien race. It couldn't quite be that absurd, but there's a good chance it wasn't that far off. The change in expression. The Andes, the Amazon, Kiritsugu went everywhere. I remember not knowing what to do with the weird mask he brought me as a souvenir that looked as if a trapped spirit was about to emerge from it.
There's something really funny to me about him saying, yeah, he went everywhere, and then naming 2 places in South America.
Africa? Hey, they have tigers there, don't they? I have a feeling they don't. And if they do, I doubt they will just jump out in front of your camera. It's okay, Vixis will take care of a tiger in one blow. or will she? I'm a 3rd dan in Kendo, but you need a gun to be on the level of a carnivore. Who do you think you are, Katoki Yamasa? To fight a tiger on equal terms, you'd have to be at least on Saber's level. Would you believe it? She could.
I think she has.
She just has already.
God.
Fuji-nee's already started sparring with an imaginary tiger. Looks like she thinks her odds of defeating a tiger are high enough already. This is hard. We've only had a fine ancient sword. Don't you dare take out the old man's collection over this. Besides, Kiritsugu was a magus, so Fuji-nee's a warrior. It's the dog's atmosphere that caused memories of that to resurface. Perhaps Fuji-nee got a little nostalgic too. Kiritsugu. Oh well, let's stop there. Yeah, we should. Say, in place of my old man, how about I take you overseas someday, Fuji-nee?
Oh.
Oops. I think I just said something stupid. It's the other way around. I'll be the one taking you abroad. It could be something like a graduation trip, right? My teacher taking me on a graduation trip? I think I'll pass. Oh, you don't be shy, Shiro. Don't be ridiculous. It's nothing to do with being shy. Totally pathetic, that's what it is.
They're so cute. Like, they're written really well as family in a way that means a lot to me. There she is. Juicebox Supreme.
Oh my god, but we also have Sakura and Ryder.
Oh, spoiled for choice.
Oh, we are literally spoiled for choice here. And we have who and we... Wait, I think we need to do the station front with Caster.
Why do you say that?
Because it's the first time we're going to be seeing her out in the middle of town. Which means
That
we
is
might
true.
get casual Caster. I need to see if we get casual Caster.
There's no way. There's no fun. They're at the mall. She's buying katanas.
I guess that should be all. Once again, I checked the note that had been given to me against the bags that I'm holding. Since I had to go to Shinto for work on occasion, Sakura and Ryder tasked me with some shopping along the way. There's a bottle of spices with a purpose completely unknown to me, and a hardcover book inside the bag. Half of this looks more like Tosaka's ingredients than Sakura's. Sure enough, it's all stuff that doesn't look particularly suitable for cooking. Not sure if it's even edible to begin with, and bottles with nothing but kanji on them. Well, Sakura has been learning from Tosaka a lot lately, and this might be some kind of Chinese food cook-off. If that's the case, my Japanese food advantage could be in danger. I might have to try asking Sela and friends for some German cuisine tips. Still walking with thoughts like these, I suddenly get a feeling that I just saw somebody familiar. Turning around, I discover a woman walking out of a foreign clothing store. Loaded with heavy bags, she's not entirely steady on her feet. Now, I've definitely met her somewhere before, but who is she? Oh my, it's Saber's boy.
The jacket! Oh, and the fucking... Oh my god. Girl? The jacket, the tied top, and the skirt? Holy fuck.
Oh,
Girl
Caster.
is serving.
What's with that face? Oh, I mean, Caster is supposed to be, you know, someone with a hood and robe with nothing but mouth and hands in plain sight. No, trivial details aside. What a surprise! It turns out you're quite a beauty! What's that all of a sudden? Well, not that it really matters. Oops, I really gotta fix this habit of thinking out loud. Weirdly enough, she looks like a lot of Greek tourists you've seen. Oh.
Interesting.
At any rate, that's some load you have there. Do you really intend to carry it all the way back to by yourself?
Sure, flirting.
And what if I do? Oh, I was just thinking it could be quite a challenge. In fact, a lot of those look pretty unwieldy. Nah, Caster's a servant. They must be light as a feather to her, I guess? Well, she did lose to Tosaka in close combat. Actually, other than magic, I wonder if she isn't just a regular girl. And if I said that it is, you couldn't be kind enough to help me, would you? Why not? I was about to go home anyway. I hold out a hand to take some of the bags, but Caster keeps eyeing me with suspicion. I bet it's pretty difficult to carry all those by yourself, after all. Well, yes? Alright, if you will.
I love this. I love this so much.
She passes me one of the paper bags with cord handles. This is a lot heavier than I expected. The handle is digging deeply into my palm. Oh, this is surprisingly heavy. You would help her.
We know.
Of course you would.
Of course you would.
Never mind the trivial. Aren't you a man, boy? I can't argue with that. Come to think of it, it's unusual for a caster to be this familiar. Anyhow, you really should have asked somebody to come along if you were planning on buying it as much. Like, say, or Kuzuki-sensei. Today was hobby shopping. I wouldn't want to buy the Soichiro-sama with it, and I doubt ISSEI could help. Sounds like ISSEI-caster relations are as delicate as ever. That is, they couldn't start a fight, but they do regard each other as in a fairly reserved manner.
Women be shopping.
It's definitely a problem. Even though, unlike at their place, they may not meet one very often, with all the monks living at Rito Temple and all. Alright, I guess it's none of my business after all. That aside, you said you have a hobby. What of it? A servant without entertainment could have to be somebody like Berserker, probably. So that's how it is. Now that I look at it, Saber does have a preoccupation with consuming food, while Ryder seems to have taken a liking to reading books. The other guys must have something they enjoy as well, and had Berserker been summoned into a different class, even he could probably have some kind of hobby. So what's in this anyway? Tools for making a ship in a bottle, actually. Oh. Ship in a bottle? Ship in a bottle. Now, where have I seen one recently? Oh, wait a second! That decoration at ISSEI's place! Were you the one that made it? I did think that it was such a strange choice of decor for a temple's entrance. How rude! The head monk wanted to put it there, so... You mean ISSEI's father? Who else could it be? I see. A stout man. His father's looks are nowhere near ISSEI's, almost to the point of a mystery. If it was him, I wouldn't be surprised if a suspicious-looking caster-made bottle ship ended up as decoration, be it a temple or anywhere else. Oh, that's right. I just remember something. Caster, please stop sending us strange stuff. It bothers Saber. I don't know exactly what it was, but for some reason, Tosaka kept grinning when she got it. At that time... It was sent by Caster. I'll check it over just in case. And so she took it away. Tosaka then called for Saber, and after that, all I know is that something had upset her. No way, that's what I think it is. Oh, but it looks so great on her!
Oh my god.
Look great, she says. I wonder just what kind of clothes and stuff were in those packages. But you wouldn't wear something that Saber asked you to, would you? I'm offended. Getting someone to wear nice clothing, especially that well-fitting, is something I enjoy greatly.
Oh my gosh.
I see. Unfortunately, Saber isn't willing to. I also think that the pretty clothes Caster bought for her suit Saber well, but she must hate them herself. What a pity. So what about all of these? You bought this much, yet no one is going to wear them. What a waste. Oh well, it's too bad there isn't a young kid I could dress up at the temple. Hey, boy, I have a suggestion.
But also, like, let's be honest with ourselves, she would.
Wouldn't that be wonderful, though? For starters, Issei could fill in as one of those. We are force-femming Issei instead.
Get in, loser. We're force-femming Issei.
Yes, that's right. He couldn't be a bad choice, actually. Although I would prefer a girl. If you ask him, I'm sure he would refuse. Yes, but even then... definitely Argo, like, feelings. If not a replica of the Argo. We need a series of Fate-Stay Night dress-up. A distant-looking Caster's eyes. Issei in a frilly dress?
Think about it. Think about it. Jesus Christ. I'm gonna
Okay.
throw up.
Let me save this one. Let me save this one. Let me save this one. Give me a break. That was all I could say. She likes it, though.
He thought about it so fast.
Oh my
He had that
god.
on lock.
The is... Oh my...
I fucking love Fate so much.
They have so much fun with Holo Ataraxia, it's unreal.
I'm having such a good time. There's
Oh
my
my
Gaui
God.
for today.
Little day, there's nothing left to do in the night, it seems. Nothing here? Oh dear god.
Just new at the temple.
We keep going with Caster.
What are you doing here, Mia?
As you can see, I'm cleaning the floor. You can't believe this game was considered contentious at a point? Like, by the fandom? Or like, in what sense? I wring out the washcloth and dirty black water drips into the bucket.
No, that much is obvious. What I don't comprehend is why would Emiya be here, of all places, wiping down the temple floor?
Definitely not imagining you in a dress.
It's got nothing to do with it, if you were wondering.
Oh, that. As part of my strength training routine, I try to utilize the muscles I don't normally use by going up and down the long flight of stone steps. Issei's older brother came by.
Oh, Shiro-kun, how about doing some cleaning?
Seeing the motivation that I had to train my body, I was asked to assist with temple cleaning. Exchanging a brief greeting with the ever-present assassin at the temple gate, I entered the temple grounds. I was expecting to be sweeping up the fallen leaves for sure, but also eventually got dragged inside the temple hall. And that's how I was entrusted with mopping the temple floor.
Why did you not refuse?
Haha, oh Issei, you're so funny. You know I can't. You know I am physically unable. You guys help me out all the time. And besides, cleaning the floor in a temple is kinda fun. Issei takes a deep breath. Amazed or not, kind of hard to tell.
Oh no, shouldn't I be the one saying that with how completely I rely on your assistance? Or should I be the one saying that with how completely I rely on your assistance for student council matters?
He concludes with a sigh.
However, does this mean you would really go as far as cleaning your friend's house when asked?
It depends. I ended up cleaning Tosaka's place before as well.
Before, you shouldn't have said anything.
I keep the keys while she's away too. And so, Issei's disapproval grows even stronger. What's wrong?
Well, even more than my anger towards Tosaka for forcing this kind of job on you, the fact that we're now making the exact same request that she did is making me a little dizzy.
Nonetheless, now that I am Tosaka's apprentice, cleaning the master's house is also part of my job. One should always tidy up after making a mess. This is key.
Excuse me. Some refreshments for Amiya-kun, may I come? Make sure you wash your hands before taking a break.
Kuzuki-sensei came along with a tray. Looks like some tea and Japanese sweets. It doesn't take long to notice that these are a whole class of upper tea cakes, probably reserved for guests.
I can't even tell who's talking.
Issei.
Raikon wouldn't come, Soichiro? No, he has a visiting parishioner to attend to. He said that you should eat together with Amiya.
Much thanks. I'll be off to wash my hands then, but is it alright to come back here?
Cannot settle down in front of the Buddha. Then use my room. Unfortunately, the guest room is occupied right now.
The whole scene is quite bizarre. We're drinking tea in Kuzuki-sensei's room, sitting around a tray. As if personally assigned to us, Kuzuki-sensei is pouring us tea, but I still can't settle down. Looking around the room, I realize there's a whole lot of cupboards and odd-looking bottle ships all over the place. The reason is that those are all made with Western liquor bottles rather than 1.8-liter Japanese ones. But I do wonder what's inside all of those cupboards. I didn't realize it until I came in here, but this is also the newlywed Caster's room. In that case, inside there...
Amiya. Tea.
Kuzuki-sensei's voice brings me back to reality. I accept the offered cup, and a nice smell floats into the air. They're married! Ooh, they're in the same room! As I thought, this must be pretty high quality fare. And they were roommates! They're married!
I'm so thrilled. Good for her.
It couldn't be polite to ignore it, so I helped myself to the tea cakes too. Sweets taste particularly great after hours of hard work, and even more so together with delicious tea. Saber could be delighted if I brought her a few.
You seem to be enjoying yourself. Did you like it?
Do I really look that way? Yep, no, it's Issei. Kusugi-sensei just continues sipping tea, expressionless as always.
確かその菓子ならまだ残っていたな。いくらか持って帰るか。
Which one?
Issei.
I'm sorry, I don't know why male voices are completely indistinguishable to me. I do believe we still have some of those left. How many do you want to take with you?
Wouldn't it be nice of me to impose that far, would it? All I did was mop the floor a bit.
別に構うまい。
I don't mind.
In that case, I guess it's okay to take a few as souvenirs. The second I thought that, the door's lights open. Soichiro-sama, lunch is ready. Oh my. Caster, still holding the tray, looks at me curiously. Never mind Issei-kun, but why is the boy here, I wonder? Well, things happened. That's all I can manage. The part about the flight of stone steps could be quite difficult to start from too. But more importantly, the stuff on the tray finally caught my interest. The food that has just been put down on the nearby desk must be today's lunch. Caster! Did you make that? That's right, got a problem with that. Well, rather than complain, I'm just wondering about the artless simplicity of it, but... Could it be that cooking isn't your forte?
Oh, the little wiggle! I love little ear wiggles so fucking much. That is the most precious thing, I swear to God.
It's burnt, it's flooded with oil, and to top it off, kind of gaudy. It's yellow, or maybe red, no, perhaps violet is the best word for it. For you to say like that, I guess you must be able to cook too.
Yeah, I think his cooking is excellent.
Issei chimes in right away. Now why could you say that?
Oh, I mean, I did actually get a chance to try his cooking.
Be correct, he tries it all the time in the student council room. Even if Caster isn't that great at cooking, I can understand why. She was originally a king's daughter, in other words, royalty. And while she probably has no experience with things like cooking, she's certainly persistent. Then again, it's just not right for a hero to be good at cooking in the first place.
That's a weird thing for Shiro to say.
Like the red one with the dark skin and the white hair.
So you're good at cooking.
Yeah, he tries a lot of things from Shiro in the privacy of the student council room when no one else is around.
Quick, don't ask any questions. Take your clothes off.
I love that scene so much. Right, I've always cooked for myself. I guess you could say so. After this unusual display, as if having thought of something.
Caster, if you feel that your skills are inferior, why don't you take a few lessons from Amiya?
He's just proposed something outrageous. The three of us reacted simultaneously.
Of course, that's only if you two agree.
I could see this being the premise for one of the episodes of the cooking show.
I think that would make me so happy.
He continues indifferently, as if our reaction did not disturb him in the least. If Soichiro-sama kindly says so, it's not a problem for me. Eh? This time it's Issei and me who never thought Caster could agree on these. Everyone's looking at me now. Well, it's true I'm the only one that hasn't replied yet. Well, I don't really mind.
The fucking wobbly Caster. That's the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life. Sorry, I totally forgot I was supposed to read.
No, it's okay.
Then it's settled. Do teach my wife well, Emiya. I was too transfixed by her, just...
Incredible. Having received the souvenirs from ISSEI, I leave Ryudo Temple behind. Well, whatever. Really not sure how to describe this development. For now, I wonder what the heck I should teach her. I love this so much.
This is the best game ever made, and that's just a fact.
It really is. Oh, Lancer plot, Sakura fluff, ISSEI fluff. Full upper body wiggling is your new best friend? God. What are your picks on?
I don't know. Do we need men? Good question, didn't we?
Does that mean we go for Sakura?
No, Dinty has asserted that we do need men.
I guess ISSEI it is then. We continue. We go from
ISSEI
Caster to ISSEI. To finish off the inspection of the heaters that seem particularly out of shape before winter hits, I come back to the student council room.
I just want to say I'm really here for you need us men for yaoi.
Don't you think they have a point there? Oh, dog of the Fuyoshi.
Listen. Without men, who would be the man to kiss men? Fujo dog, forget she's a Fujo.
Normally, ISSEI would accompany me, but today it seems he has some student council matters to attend to, so I've been managing on my own. Hey, ISSEI, I'm pretty much... I open the door somewhat abruptly, and suddenly see ISSEI with Mizusuri inside.
I see.
Dawn, but... Not only is this pairing quite rare, the way their shoulders are getting closer, almost to the point of touching, is quite unusual too.
Oh my goodness.
A glimmer of hope briefly appears in my frozen mind. He sees those red clothes as a sign of evil, but this time it's alright. I'm desperately grasping at straws. Senshiro, you know how they say that those who disturb another's romance could get kicked by a horse and die? You wouldn't, would you? The pain aside, of course. That's harsh. It depends on the timing and situation, but after receiving a critical injury, I'd usually prefer just to be left alone to die quietly. Sorry. Pardon for my interruption. Obeying this divine revelation, I close the door. Oh, that was close. Who would have thought that ISSEI and Mizusuri are in a relationship? Well, with those two, I'm sure it will be fun, probably. The weight of a break in my chest, I decide to go home.
Emiya, wait. Where are you going? This isn't what it looks like.
Congratulations on ISSEI for coming out as bi, Mitsusuri just cheating on Ryder, and ISSEI cheating on Shiro.
Seriously.
Well, I did what you asked, so I'm going home.
Emiya. It's alright, come back in.
You have been recruited for the threesome. Didn't I interrupt you?
Shut up, don't complain.
Huh? Huh?
Can
I
we
get
just
dragged
say
back in... Yeah?
that it's wild how much of the plot has centered on NTR in one way or another throughout all of Ataraxia. Like...
Oh my god. Shut up, don't complain, take your clothes off. It's the repeat. I get dragged back inside the student council room just like that. So it was all a misunderstanding, huh? You'd have just told me from the start.
You left before I could correct it. Now go reflect on your actions.
This was written alongside Fate Zero. There was something in the water. So it's not my fault now? She seems to be laughing, yet she isn't smiling at all. Despite the fact that they're just friends, she reminds me of Tosaka. Lately, I've started to notice Sakura laughing in the exact same way. But she's probably just taking after her sister. No way. Am I getting surrounded by Tosakas?
What kind of ominous nonsense are you muttering with that serious face of yours?
Oh my god. Yeah, it's not the future I could wish for. How many levels of ships are you on right now? Like 5 or 6, my dude? You are like a baby. Watch this. So what were you two up to anyway? And then, looking closer, I see a large number of documents spread out onto the desk. Was this some kind of business meeting?
Right, a cultural festival meeting.
Oh, I see. But why is Mitsuzuri with you? Is there some kind of issue with the archery club?
Wasn't she like the treasurer or some shit?
I forgot.
That's because I'm the festival committee chief.
Huh? Since when? All I get is a collective sigh.
Speaking of which, it may not seem that way, but Emiya is also one of its members.
My bad. I totally forgot about it.
Well, none of the activities have started yet, so it doesn't matter.
Cultural festival, is it? Even outsiders are welcome to participate, so both Saber and Ryder should get a chance to have some fun. This is gonna be a disaster. This is going to be chaos. Oh my god. I am so excited for the cultural festival.
This is gonna be awful. Like, affectionate.
Elia hasn't been to one either, though there could be trouble if I bring her along.
Anyhow, that's how it is at the moment. Since we had some preparations to sort out, I couldn't accompany you while you were out fixing equipment. My apologies.
It's alright, everyone has their job to do. And now, as for that heater I came to look at... As I'm inspecting the heater, Mitsuzuri keeps staring at me. What is it?
Oh, nothing. It's just you've been zoning out even more than usual lately. Sure hope you won't forget once preparations start, too.
Ugh. Stuff about the festival and committee that we just talked about. Can't argue with that.
Tell you what, Mizutari's concern is very real indeed. Emiya, come with me when you're done. We will discuss the cultural festival matters in detail.
Aww.
Yeah, that'd be good. Please make sure he doesn't forget again. Right, leave it to me.
Are you telling me to go home with ISSEI tonight?
Yes, we are. You don't have work today, do you?
Nope. Wouldn't have come to help if I did.
Excellent.
Mitsuzuri nods in satisfaction. Well, I bet it'd be more of a lecture than a discussion. But I haven't walked home with ISSEI lately either, so I don't mind.
But why are you so happy, Ryudo?
Yeah, I noticed that too.
I am not. I mean, not in that sense. Just glad that I can do something in return for Emiya. Yeah, I got it. Well then, would you mind a bit more repair work? There's a long-neglected broken air conditioner at the gym storehouse, and Ryudo and I will keep going over the plans for the athletic groups. Oh, the archery club still hasn't figured out what to do yet.
incredibly straight response. Yeah.
I also love her just like, yeah, okay, I understand.
And so I'm shooed out of the student council room. Oh well. I'm back out now. Until Issei's finished, equipment repair it is. God.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Emiya.
I am becoming estrogenized while this is going on. Give me a moment.
This is the best time to do it.
Now you're finished up a moment ago. I have the estrogen tablet melting under my tongue.
Sorry. That Mitsuzuri just kept extending the agenda. Good grief. Am I really expected to approve a cake shop for an archery club?
Oh. Did you have a big fight over just that? What's the archery club doing anyway?
Anything alumni. No, as far as the idea goes, it seems to be a family restaurant parody. Focusing on cake sounds fairly interesting, but unfortunately, our food and drink group is already filled up. I'm afraid the archery club will have to resubmit their proposal before the 11th.
Hey, remember how there was this one scene where he closed the like, on the 11th, he closed the, submission thing, and we were like, maybe we have to help some club. Here we got it. We gotta get the archery club in. So that's how it is. It's tough for both the archery club and the student council president. Did it work today? Working on a day off to keep things running behind the scenes. That's our president, ISSEI.
Come now, it's always overtime work on the mountain. This is but a trifle in comparison.
Not just at the temple. This is exactly the way he manages whatever undertaking he's responsible for.
What are your plans, Emiya? Are you going to go straight home?
I mean, with you, I don't think we're doing anything straight, but... Come to think about it, it's been a while since we went home from school together. Back in the first year, it's always been either Shinji or ISSEI. Shinji came along just for fun, and ISSEI went home on the same path as me. Hey, let's stop by Shinto. It's been a while since we last went there. Unless you really need to help with something at home, of course.
Don't you have a lot of mouths to feed yourself, Emiya? Is that alright?
Thus worrying about each other's matters, the question remains unsettled. ISSEI looks at me with his usual disappointed expression.
It can't be helped. This discussion is nothing but a waste of time. Let us go to Shinto.
Roger that. I wonder what should we do? We're getting the date scene with ISSEI. A movie or something could take far too much time.
It's either Neko Arc or Tiger Dojo the movie. You heard anything about those, Emiya?
Both of them nonsensical from what I've heard.
Yes, very true. Comedy, I see.
They say it's more of a tragedy, though. What's up with that, anyway? A game center is a no-go for either of us, and, well, something like a pool is definitely out of the question. Well, I'm thinking, ISSEI comes up with an idea.
Emiya, you know, after a long while of aesthetic temple life, I want to have a small bite of something sweet. How about we go to Verde?
Hey, Rukana! You're just in time for, ogling at these two boys about to kiss. Yeah, and they have a bookstore there. Let's do it.
Oh my god.
And thus our destination has been decided.
These boys.
In the past, we used to just wander around aimlessly, and that's fine. But living in a temple, constantly deprived of sweets and meat, that's gotta be tough.
Aren't you going to buy a study or exam book?
I did have something like that in mind. We chatted while looking at the bookstore display. An honor student like Issei has gotta know a lot about this stuff. Speaking of which, any recommendations? You know what I'm thinking? Remember how at the very end of Fate, when we were reading the extra commentary, one of them mentioned that you gotta have a date day if you're to be a heroine officially, and how Sakura didn't have one?
Uh-huh.
All I'm saying is that somehow Issei has climbed the ranks higher than Sakura right now.
It's because they're meant to be together.
They're meant to be together.
They're meant to be together. And I get like dizzy and like my head hits the desk.
How'd your well, Aru?
I have a few in a way, although I thought I gave you an overview of the study material already.
That's right. It's always either Fuji-nee or Issei who keeps bugging me. Tosaka sort of pays attention to my studies, but she mostly just keeps drilling me on the magic front. She keeps drilling you? On the magic front, you say? I think I've got quoted.
She drilled on my magic front until I... Good grief. The rest of your classmates are busy with prep school and mock exams. Your exceptionally carefree attitude in this regard worries me greatly.
If at least you could... Oh, wait, you'll be going into training, won't you? Yeah, that's what I've heard. Like, entirely devoting himself to ascetic practice at the Ryudo Temple after graduation. It's no wonder he seemed so composed remaining at the president's post for the whole 3 years.
Right, secluding myself from the joys of the mortal world, resisting the temptations, concealing my body in black. The intention is to bind myself to Samaya.
What's with that, Samaya? The temple's pretty big, but
What? First and foremost, I will be praying for the fulfillment of Amiya's aspirations. One ought to establish a solid foundation first, I believe.
Issei cackles. My future is still unclear, but I feel safe knowing my friend is praying for my success. God!
I know.
I guess I won't be buying any. What about you?
Sadly, neither am I. Let us go downstairs.
Yeah. Had stuff like obanjaki and soft ice cream. Amazing, Shirano's Chuge priests.
I'm just saying, like, don't you think there's something, like, kind of tragically compelling about how Issei is going to devote himself to his vows? And he's going to be, like, you know, living an ascetic lifestyle, but he's going to be thinking about Amiya constantly, like, all the time, never able to really, like, chase or fulfill that. I'm just saying.
Honey! I need you to understand that while we're talking about this, we have the CG of Issei in a frilly dress on the side, open, staring back at us. Oh. Yeah, they had, but in the corner of the underground food court, there's some space to have a light meal. Issei sure seems to have taken a liking to it. I guess he likes the hidden away from the public eye feel to it.
Amiya, what's your preference for obanyaki?
Red bean, whole.
Not a perfect score, but you have managed to pass. Had you stated cheese and custard, I'd have no choice but to call for divine punishment and re-education then and there.
Well, sounds like he has plenty of preference even for sweets. Offering a crepe from La Fleur sounds like a sure way to get Issei mad. Osaka could probably like something astringent like jam obanjaki.
Very well, for this occasion, she'll treat you to a strained bean paste one.
Oh, much obliged. Should Issei really go into seclusion, I doubt he'll be getting another chance for a sweet wafer cake. We ended up packing the obanjaki into a bag and eating on the way back.
A 4-scene, like, sequence.
Even buying some extras presents did not hurt the wallet much. Truly wonderful sweets for the masses.
The sun is setting on the bridge. It's a perfect time to lean in for a kiss. I'm just saying. That's right, Amiya. There are a few things I'll need to do next week as well.
Like taiyaki and stuff?
Well, that would not be bad this time. The cultural festival takes priority. You should explain the finer details of the executive committee's role to you. Well, we can leave that for tomorrow. In view of the obanyaki, it shall be deferred for today.
Crap, I forgot about it again. It's because Mitsuri got mad at me that we're going home like this in the first place. Forgetful, yeah, I really am. Especially with cultural festival related matters. How should I put it? It's as if I avoid thinking about it on purpose. Ooh. But now that I remembered, starting tomorrow, I'll prepare myself and be as helpful as I can.
Right, please do. Once the festival starts, there's a mountain load of matters that we'll need your help with, Amiya.
Saying that, ISSEI puts 3 more wanjaki into my bag.
Please think of this as repayment for tomorrow's effort.
It's not like I work just for the wanjaki, you know?
Well, refusing an offer of alms will not do either. Always in your debt for all the trouble.
That's right, he nods in assent. Going through the trouble to help ISSEI has become pretty much natural for me. It's already a habit. Well, it's certainly good being polite of me to just refuse it. I see. Alright, I'll take this as a donation then.
Amiya, the great deity of miracles, that's right. Speaking of donations, deities, and avatars, are you aware of those matters?
ISSEI diverts the conversation. I guess he wants to show another piece of his knowledge? Of course, I know nothing of the sort, so I just nod.
Long ago, a dragon god lived in this river, and various rituals to appease him would take place.
Huh? Never heard about it before. So is the Autumn Festival now somehow related to that god? I knew that an Autumn Festival and a birthday take place at the Rito Temple, but I never heard about the origins. Growing up in a temple, ISSEI seems to be well versed in these subjects. Expecting more explanation, I nod once again.
Oh, no, there's no relation to the modern festivals. A monk from the Rito Temple, using the powers of the Buddha, would spend 3 days and 3 nights in prayer to placate the raging dragon god. As the high priest passed away, the people of Miyama once again yearned for a virtuous monk that could calm the unruly god.
Oh, I have a feeling I've already heard this story about people with such powers disappearing from the temple. Another one of the complicated ancient legends passed down through generations. I don't understand the old folklore very well either.
What's wrong? Was that a boring story?
Oh no, it was quite interesting, but is there really a dragon god in this river? Gazing at the river, I feel no presence there. And besides, I suspect that modern-day river pollution could have taken its toll on the living conditions of the great dragon god as well. Oof. Oof.
Alright, we're almost there. As I thought, strained bean paste is quite agreeable.
He was eating Emiya's pig too. He didn't even get one of his own, he took Emiya's own.
That's adorable.
Are you going to give the rest to Reikan-san and Guzuki-sensei? I pick at the obanjaki still in ISSEI's bag. Now, I have some as well, but once you divide by the number of people I have to split them amongst, compared to that, ISSEI's share,
Last. I'm sure to get confined by father if he finds out about this purchase. It can't be helped. I shall request your assistance.
Wait, are you planning to eat it all here? Alright, how I wish for some tea.
The thought of manju and tea on the mountain is indeed frightening.
I'll just come by to resupply you later, ISSEI.
Alright, so I have some thoughts in that scene.
Yeah?
So, firstly, I do want to agree that Fujo barking aside, that was really sweet. Like, that was just some really good, like, friend content.
Yeah.
But also, that whole conversation on the bridge had the energy of, like, you went on a really nice date where things aren't moving very fast, and you just have, like, a good, casual, like, joking banter exchange as you're, like, winding down socially. That was, like, so nice.
Yeah. Also, first of all, school has the plot progression mark because we will be helping the festival, and that is something we need to do. But also we have shopping district caster, which will be more casual caster vibes, I imagine.
Mm-hmm.
We got Alien the station front, and we got
interesting.
This one here, whose name I keep forgetting. I'm so sorry. I love the trio, but I think of them as a trio more than as individual characters.
The nerd with the flat affect.
And Ryder, who's also kind of a pervert.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. And then Ryder in the rear woods. Himuro, thank you.
That's the one.
Now, listen.
Mm-hmm.
I want to encounter Ryder in the back of the woods. That's all I'm saying.
Is that all?
Yeah. No, I want to.
All?
Oh. Wow. Turning my back toward the temple, I head for the forest in the back. The back road leading to the temple is one of my favorite walking routes. Avoiding the path that goes through the vast cemetery, I stroll around the periphery. Suddenly,
is that really you, Shiro?
a familiar voice stops me. Ryder, why are you here?
Oh? She's dressed for business.
Yeah. And pleasure, if you want to.
Those two are one and the same. Something was bothering me, and I came to investigate.
Man, this reminds me of when you strung me up by the neck behind the archery dojo and got off on it. Excuse you? He was strung up by his arms. It was by the hands.
Mm-hmm,
I believe at least.
I believe it was pinned through the hand and wrapped around the arm.
Yeah, exactly. She's hunting a jackal. Ryder comes out of the bushes. Seeing the all black clothes, my body stiffens before I realize it. Need I?
Does it now?
Old experience, I guess. Made me a bit nervous by reflex.
Shiro, why are you in this place?
Huh? Oh, just talking a walk. You know, easy at the rear temple. We use it all the time. But never mind that. What was it that's bothering you? Ryder does not answer. Did a thought cross her mind? Her pointed gaze from beyond the mask is still aimed at me. Not quite murderous, but the coldness in her eyes is almost hostile. It might as well be a snake staring at me, though I'm sure she's not using her mystic eyes. I'm already starting to feel paralyzed.
No, I must have been wrong. Since you have walked around here a lot, traces of your presence are probably lingering about.
Ryder?
I apologize, Shiro. I would be grateful if you could forget what I have just said.
tension starts to fade. Filming her hostility from a moment ago, Ryder smiles gently. If you say so, I won't ask. Should I perhaps not ask why you are here, either?
No, that one is not a problem. The reason for my visit is that I felt a disturbance in the ley line. Being Caster's domain, a variety of magical traces are here. But this new twist is not one of her doing. I suspect the influence of another master or servant at first, but that appears to not be the case either.
Another servant? You didn't just have a fight with assassin at the gate, did you?
No, I passed through the gate with nothing but a normal greeting.
You mean a hello kind of greeting? Ryder nods. Some gatekeeper he is. Assassin self-confidence is only matched by his ability to detect malicious intent.
Pardon me. It seems this outfit is putting an undue pressure on you, Shiro. It does let me concentrate, but since it bothers you, should I perhaps revert back to my ordinary clothing?
No, it's fine. That aside, when you mention a disturbance in the ley line, what kind of disturbance?
Can you not feel it?
Now that she asks, I concentrate on my senses. While I cannot perceive the flow of magical energy, I can't tell if there are abnormalities or torn seams in the world around me. Using not technique but intuition, not theory but instinct, I probed around the entire structure of the mountain. First of all, I feel a deep aura around the mountain. Being Fuyuki's lifeline, it's natural. Overlapping each other, all sorts of arteries run on top of that. It's cleverly disguised, but I guess that's Caster's barrier. Other than that, can't really feel anything unusual. I raise my head. Covering her face as if deep in thought, Ryder seems to be irritated.
Is that so? If you cannot feel it, then something is wrong not with this mountain, but with my own self. Assuming the odd one is me, it's probably closer to this side than I thought.
This side. Those words can be nothing but an ill omen. But clenching her teeth, Ryder shakes her head in denial and turns to me again.
Do not worry about it. It has nothing to do with you, Shiro. I'm a divine creature with a strong connection to the earth to start with. It's no wonder I would be sensitive to the disturbances in the ley line. It was a bit much this time, and the uncomfortable feeling made me overreact. That is all. Yes, thinking it over, it is just a feeling of discomfort that I could not really place. Like a mosquito descending on your bare shoulder, minor and vaguely uncomfortable. You can blow it off in one breath, but it still annoys you for some time after.
Ryder is unusually talkative, as if she's persuading herself, trying to brush off whatever's worrying her. But no matter how trivial it is, it still bothers you. This isn't related to how this Holy Grail War got restarted, is it?
Rest assured, this issue is mine alone. Neither you nor Sakura would be harmed by it. No, if it does come to that, as before, this time for sure I must protect the two of you.
Oh! Ryder murmurs, failures of the past still in mind. Ryder, what the heck is wrong with you? You're acting strange. Whatever's bothering you? Well, to each his own. I won't ask you about it, but if there's anything at all you want to talk about, I'd like to do my best to help.
No, that was just thinking out loud. It's not like it has anything to do with you or Sakura. I'm just projecting myself onto you two.
In a haste, she starts mingling words.
I love Ryder so much.
I feel bad for her, but Ryder is kind of charming this way. She always feels so much older than me, yet somehow she looks like a girl around my age right now.
Anyway, please leave Sakura's safety to me, Shiro.
Yeah, thanks, Ryder. Probably sensing my absolute faith, she finally managed to smile. If anything were to happen to Sakura surely would be safe with Ryder around.
Thank you. Also, while I should not be saying this, Sakura is not the only person I guard. Even you, Shiro, are under my protection.
Oh, I love her so much! Oh!
That's so wonderful.
Why is that? Even though Ryder is Sakura's servant?
Well, it does not matter. Protecting Sakura includes protecting you. That's how it is.
Ryder turns away, pouting.
Oh.
Funny. Did I say something wrong?
Well then, with that, I'm done here. What about you, Shiro?
I'll walk around the temple for a little longer. Will you go for a prayer?
Would the spirits here be offended if I prayed for Sakura's safety?
My good day. Might as well teach you the proper etiquette for a temple visit too. Sorry, but that little blush,
That's so cute. That's so cute.
I love her.
That would be helpful. And I am gratefully looking forward to a formal tour of the temple.
I love her so much.
That's so good. That's so good.
Okay.
The fluff is so special.
Kaede on the station front, Ku on the harbor, and Sakura in her room.
Part of me wants to suggest the station front just because we've seen so little with her.
Let's go for her.
And I kind of love her because she sucks.
Oh, Emiya-kun.
Oh, if it isn't Emiya.
Yeah, Emiya! What a wide variety of greetings. And progressively less enthusiasm with each one. Oh, hey, Segusa-san, Himura-san, Makidera. I don't get a suffix. Well, it wasn't intentional. It's just that Makidera-san somehow sounds wrong. Then how about I called you Magi-chan? Oh, that's just creepy! Only Yukichi's allowed to call me by that name. Really? I think it's cute.
Unfortunately, it does not suit you to call her that. Please ensure your lack of honorific, Makidera.
Thus, Judge Himuro states her final verdict. Damn it! Why do I just have enemies around me? It's the fate of an able girl. Anyway, Mia, what are you doing here, huh? What does she mean, but what am I doing? Why am I here?
That would be odd, lad.
Could it be that you enjoy these too, Emiya-kun? Segusa points to a particularly fluffy stuffed lion. I never wonder about it myself, actually. As I look around, Makidera talks as if she holds my very existence in contempt. Is he perhaps selecting a secret present for Tosaka? So Tosaka-san likes these sort of things? Oh.
No, Emiya's face seems to say otherwise.
Yeah, I'm sure Tosaka could prefer jewelry instead. Her needs and hobbies are very directly related. No, it's not Tosaka, but there is someone I know who likes these things. Oh, I see. And so you come here together just for fun? I nod, thinking back to the one time I did in the past. So then, goes Makidera in an overly exaggerated tone. You're sure a lot more childish than you look.
How naive of you, Makinoji. That right there is his hidden charm, what makes him attractive. The thing that appeals to the potential mother-in-law.
Yeah, Miyakun is a nice person. How did we get here again? And so, the fact that I'm in a toy shop dawns upon me once more. Yukichi, find anything good today? Yep, there are a few cute ones, but I guess I'll pass.
I see. On to the next one, then.
They're not wrong, though. And the three ladies start walking. Great, now I can escape. With that, I flee from the store. From now on, let's try not to wander around like that. Oh, it's this Monster Track and Field magazine. International Track and Balance Ball Training. Been keeping up, Akidera. Well, obviously, as an athlete, I... What? Emiya? I meet Makidera once again inside the bookstore. I wonder if we're just taking the same path, or if we just decided to stop by the same place in the birthday. Oddly enough, the two of us are now standing side by side in the same magazine section. Are Himura and Segusa still with you? Yukichi's over there. Yep. There's Segusa, standing over there reading some hefty manga volume. It looks like she's only skimming through it, though. And Himura's right there. But who knows what she's reading? Some psychology book or something. Himura is rummaging through the new releases section. What are you here for? They photo jump. Maybe archery books. Nope. A do-it-yourself or a cooking magazine or something. Sure smell like the practical type.
What do you mean by that? What are you saying?
Thinking about the Shiro smell now, haha.
Give Shiro smell a chance.
I'm gonna fucking choke. Oh my god. God. Oh god. Oh, give me a break. I used to read some specialized magazines in the past, just like she's doing now, but ended up never subscribing to any of them. Emiya, don't come close, I'm getting distracted. Oh, that's just mean. It's not like I'm trying to keep you away from your books, either. You really must smell a lot for that distraction.
Yet another chance meeting. And Emiya meets Makidera once again.
Himura notices me right as I'm about to leave. And now that it could look odd if I just run out, I wait for Segusa to come over too. It's Miyukin again! It looks like there's someone among the three of us who's interested in.
Sorry, one sec. Discord just froze.
Oh, don't worry. Take your time.
Oh, there we go. Makinoji, following that logic, you're the foremost candidate.
Himura quips pointedly. Heh heh heh. A joke of the colossal kind. Maki-chan likes Emiya-kun? The other way around! Not that anything of this hilarious sort could happen.
In that case, it would mean that Emiya has lost to Makidera's charm.
This is fun. However, Sagusa's cheeks are already burning red. Her naive nature must have not caught on to the joke yet. No way! Balderdash! Look, see? Even Emiya's eyes are saying that. Watch out for the Emiya beam! And besides, Kane more like his type.
That may be. If that's the case, then you have quite a refined taste in women.
So that's how it is? It's not me, is it? I can't tell whether she's relieved or disturbed.
They say that to bring down the general, shoot his horse first. Amiya's real target is not yet known to us, and it might even be you, Sakusa.
I fucking love that they're just talking about this openly in front of him and she's just like staring.
I love that every conversation they have, it's like the person they're talking about isn't there. Like I just reread the prologue scenes with Tosaka, and it's the exact same thing. Like in Stay Night. That's just how they communicate.
How can one guy have so much risk, yet so, like, no risk at all at the same time?
It's like he has so little game, it goes full circle and counts as, like, maximum game.
I'm the horse! Via, you made Yukika cry, I'll make sure you wish you were never born. As I remain silent, the three of them get more and more excited. I see. These three make for one well-balanced body.
However, this may also be just a simple coincidence. See? Amiya looks like he's about to cry.
Right. Sure had some scary thoughts going for a moment there. Took the words right off my mouth. These frames are really popular for mid-distance track. Easter red lenses, I guess. What, the sunglasses?
Oh, there are quite a few athletes in this class. Not so good for me.
The three have gathered around the magazine Makidera is holding. Each one of them has having something to say. I glance over and see a wide variety of runners' eyewear. That's right, Kane-chan wears glasses. And they should be prescription. Damn, that's expensive. Prescription sunglasses and sport ones at that. Must be even more expensive. I could like to say that track and field has seen new technology come in, whereas archery has remained basically the same since the olden times. But then even bows have improved with the usage of carbon fibers. As I'm lost in thoughts like these, Sakusa happily... This could suit you, Maki-chan. Really? What do you think, Himuro?
It's a tough call. What do you think, Amiya?
Oh, me? Makidera with sunglasses? I let my imagination run wild for a moment. He definitely looked like an evil villain straight out of an American comic.
The slight change in her expression in the center.
Either way, perhaps it was just a little too accurate. Really? That means it's cool, right?
I can see what you're trying to say. Yes, a person does look naturally evil with their eyes covered.
Why could you just simply say that I look cool and elegant like a Black Panther? So she just wanted a compliment. What's this? I thought she was only violent, but she has a cute side to... Or does she? At any rate, it fit Makidera better than me. That got without saying, if I'm the villain, then Emiya could be like a mid-boss. How did it show you have a matching pair?
Then it'd be like a mafia boss with her henchman.
Henchman? And she is my boss? They're both crying. I don't want a boss like her. I don't want an underling like him.
Maybe just companions would be better.
That sucks too. Oh my god. They're so stupid. They're so stupid. I love all of them so much. Yeah, no, I'm sorry, but I'm sorry, but she is going to grow up to be the Fuji-nee of this generation. Also, more of them apparently.
Indeed.
I think that's the answer.
Sir? What are you doing here? Lad, why are you sitting next to me?
Weren't you the one that came up to me, Lancer? Oh my god.
Don't look at me.
Zero hesitation instantly.
Look at his collarbones.
Me and Lancer once saw a pair sit on a bench at the park. I was here first. He's the one who sat down next to me complaining about stuff.
That's so. Hanging out with a dude ain't been the plan.
I'm sorry I'm a guy. Could it be better if I were a girl?
No. Would be a very welcome change, that. Hell, I'd let you sit on top of me, too. Oh, his teeth. A little sharp tooth in his grin. God. What? Ain't no reason to redden up. Your stuff is still there, ain't it?
Oh, you idiot! I'm not blushing, and I do still have my stuff. I'd like to shout that out, but this is a public park.
Is it? But ain't it enough to say, I'd let her too, or I'd sit her myself, or something smooth like that?
That's not smooth, that's harassment!
What's that? Weapon? Food?
I am now explaining the concept of sexual harassment to a hero of mythological times.
I can't believe we have to cancel him.
I can't believe we have to cancel him.
And so was the first one to pierce Shiro with his long spear.
I am just copying this one image. Oh my god.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
This is too much. It's almost as impossible as explaining what the internet is to Tosuka. And if I do try, I'd probably be taken for a clown. Lancer comes from a world where night crawling to plunder the goods was still commonplace.
So, what's sad is that I'm stuck here alone with a little kid, right?
Can't you just go catch a feel like you always do?
Sure could, but I ain't seen any good ones swimming by.
Oh. Now get inside. He deploys from the bench in one smooth, fast motion.
Hey, ladies. Got a minute?
And so it begins. I do wonder what sort of girls he's speaking at this time. Ladies sounds like a big catch.
Lancer. I'm gonna throw up.
I'm gonna fucking chill.
I'm gonna throw up.
You mean us?
Ladies does appear to indicate all of us.
Who are you? Wait, that's the track and field club.
Me? Ain't no suspicious guy. Sir, your name? Well, just call me Lancer. Or Fuyuki's Blue Panther, how about that?
Oh, the one you see here is Fuyuki's Black Panther herself, you know?
Jesus.
Makidera, the self-proclaimed Black Panther, responds to Lancer's remark. By all rights, the two of them should have started a fight by now, but strangely enough, they actually seem to be getting closer instead. In fact, They might even get along quite well. Oh no, they're the same.
Oh god. I'm fucking rubbing my temples. This sucks. I'm gonna throw up. Ah, so you're the Black Panther. Always thought I'd meet you someday.
No, everyone says that, but I'm not really, Maki-chan, you're famous!
I thought it was only Makidera calling herself that, but I suppose the world is a big place.
No, I bet that was Lancer's first time hearing it too.
So, this pretty girl and lovely lady here, are those Black Panthers?
Yes, we're Maki-chan's friends. Yep, Imura and Yukika, we're in the same club and
Wait, no need to tell me. Black Panther must be a fast runner.
You can tell by looking?
God. Watch it, buddy. You have a nice physique. That's amazing. If you're that trained, you deserve the name of Black Panther twice over.
If I have to bear the cracks of voicing Iliad, you can bear with this.
I guess.
What a smooth talker. There's gallantry behind that wellness. Next, Lancer quickly glances over to Himuro.
The lady over there. You're not into speed, but rather height. Vertical over horizontal, so to speak. Oh, that's quite right. You have good eyes. And as for the young miss...
Sakusa is the team's manager, so athletics isn't her strong point. Lancer looks to be at a loss for a good positive analogy as well. I'm the manager. Kane-chan is an expert at high jumping, and Maki-chan is an ace at middle distance running. It's like you're no stranger to this stuff, but what's your field? Makidera either sincerely believes that Lancer is somehow involved with track and field, or maybe just likes being hit on by men. Whatever the case, Lancer sure is a fine man, much as I hate to admit it. Shiro, you sure to be watching.
Me? Oh, my specialty is the javelin throw.
Not wrong.
Not wrong.
Specialty, yeah, right. So you really are into athletics. That makes me happy. Javelin throw. That's what Kubota-kun does on our team.
You look like you'd be pretty good at that. What's your record?
Speed of about Mach 2 and distance of around 40 kilometers. No, not only that, it can probably hit the target even if it were on the other side of the earth. It scares me that Lancer could actually say something so careless to these three girls who don't know anything.
Right, well, don't think there are many who can beat me. 2 in the whole world, conditionally maybe 3.
Those slightly spoken words carry much truth hidden behind them. Even Makidera and the others who have no idea who they're talking to feel that it's not Lance's arrogance speaking. Oh, that's amazing! I'm so envious. I see, you must have the skills to be called Fuyuki's sponsor just like me. It was Makidera, who couldn't wait to say that she was also great. Aside from that, Lancer seems to be connecting unusually well with the trio. Did this hunting session actually end up in a success?
Well, why don't we go somewhere and discuss that in detail? Are you inviting us, sir?
Huh? What do we do, Maki-chan? So why not? We are free after all. Akira must be in 7th heaven after being complimented like that. Himura is still cautious. Segusa is just overwhelmed by the rapid development, and things are going Lancer's way. Oh, am I going to witness a successful hunt of his for the first time? But to see my fellow comrades right before my eyes, even if one of them is a little odd, I can't let them fall prey to his poisonous bites. Look, Himura, he looks like a strong and interesting guy, right? I couldn't mind hearing a story or two. I wanna have some fun.
Indeed. Now, if I don't go, who knows what we'll do. Let's all go together.
Could I also tag along?
Buddy. Happily, young lady. You're so cute. Do you have a significant other?
Lancer's getting excited. Segusa's burning red too, poor girl. No. Mister, Yukishi's innocent, so you can't bother her.
Sorry. Then, shall we get going?
Congratulations, Lancer.
Jesus.
Clapping soft. I was clapping. I didn't think you could actually clap too, Shiro. Clapping softly, I get up from the bench. And I'm sorry, Lancer. This hunting session, heavens may forgive you, but I will not. Mia? What's with that sour look? Oh, Mia-kun?
Emiya. Damn. Another acquaintance of yours?
That's right. Then you know what I'm here to do, don't you?
Stop. It's all fine before I cast, but I ain't letting you ruin the catch as I pull it in. Serve the ladies, too.
He has a point. As a master hunter, Lancer is determined to follow through on his catch. So when would you stop?
Well, that would probably be when you or the ladies defeat me.
Alright. Then don't forget that. So there's a way. I may be hopeless in battle, but I do have a trump card for this very occasion. Hey, Himura!
What is it? You seem to know this person, Emiya. Is he dangerous?
I'm not sure yet. He's a good guy and I doubt he will try anything funny, but you never know. Frankly, if that happens, there are only 6 people in Fuyuki that can stop him.
That could be a problem. Then it would be wise to part here.
No, there's a way to bring him down, just in case things go wrong. I whisper a few words to her.
Will that really do it?
I am so intrigued. Yes, and after you're done, make sure to say the name.
Understood. Sounds like we can handle it.
Lancer.
Yep, sorry, my connection blipped. I had to reconnect.
Ah, no, okay, it's fine. Sorry, apologies.
Hey there, you guys done talking?
Yeah, do as you like.
Alright, shall we head out, ladies? It's almost noon, so let's go have a bite first. My treat, of course.
Also, I want a mug. A mouthful of mug for me, please. Thank you. She has such simple tastes.
Oh, perfect timing for a good fun.
Closer than ever, all 4 of them leave the park. As they're leaving, Himura gives me a quick thumbs up. So, no more than 10 minutes later, I'm still sitting on the bench basking in the sun.
Sorry.
Hmm?
brain started going. What did you feed me?
A refreshing scream resounds throughout the clear sky. Picking up a dust cloth behind him, Lancer runs toward a port with all the speed of a raging bull. But I told him it was very simple. If he starts acting funny, find an excuse to feed him a hot dog.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Is that because that counts? This counts?
Never confirmed that it is highly effective, but still, they resorted to that strategy after only 10 minutes. This one fearsome guy, the Lancer.
I'm sorry, does that count as eating a dog?
Apparently!
That's so fucking funny.
That is a deep cut. That's a deep cut.
That's so stupid.
Well then, lifting myself up from the bench, I head toward a nearby fast food place. I stop have a lunch at the side of the Hound of Kulan's defeat.
Oh my god. That's so fucking funny.
Lancer, Anya, shaking hands, freaking out about eating a hot dog.
I wasn't expecting it to bark.
Yeah, she did tell Himura to make sure to say its name afterward. What was that? Oh, it's a hot dog. A what? Oh no!
That's so fucking funny.
More Lancer, Caster, Sakura. Speaking of yeah, no, this stream's theme has been
Non-stop.
purple woman, blue dog.
Purple woman, blue dog.
Any
It's a hot dog.
preferences?
I am really enjoying the casual caster stuff. Admittedly.
I finally made it to the shopping district. It's a little early for lunch preparations, but I walk around looking for any big sales and suddenly I see Sakura. I guess we're getting both
We
purple
get her
women.
anyway. All purple women's is the same.
Oh, this is great. Maybe we can talk about today's Huh? I stop and take a good look at her companion. There's no mistake. A Caster Sakura duo, huh? I've seen her around lately, but it's rather unusual for someone to accompany her.
We didn't see the button down on the skirt last time. That really adds a lot. Like, that's really good. Ah, senpai.
This may generally be the first Sakura Caster interaction.
That we've seen, I think so.
Sakura turns around and calls Saber happily. Oh my, Miyakun, isn't it? Good day to you. None of that boy business. That in and of itself is weird, but she's also standing next to Sakura and smiling happily. A cataclysm, or a perhaps chance granted by the heavens. Hello, you know Caster, Sakura?
Oh, you've met her before, senpai? It's because she's staying at Ryuta-senpai's house. That makes sense.
I suppose I don't need to introduce myself. Hello, Miyakun. I'm friends with Mato-san.
Senpai takes care of me at his home.
Yes, we're both in a rather similar situation. And we just had a little chat. I gulped down the retort welling up in my throat. This Caster is not the Caster I know. No matter how one looks at it, she's a well-educated woman and a perfect, beautiful wife. Well, this is a truly unbelievable situation. Excuse me. I have a small question, if you will. How did you two get to know each other? The extreme shock made me go into news reporter mode.
see. Buddy. Oh, what a cute young lady. What was it called nowadays? A maid? Anyway, being a family-oriented woman is great. So what do you say? If you're done shopping, why don't we hang out? I'll carry your stuff and all.
Oh, I can't believe we were talking about. Do we get Sakura, Caster, or Ku? We get all three of them, apparently.
I'm gonna fucking scream. That's... Don't be so scared. I ain't gonna run away with your groceries and eat them. I just like to enjoy life while I can, that's all. You'll have a sweet time, won't be bored, and you won't regret...
Hold on a second, you mongrel. This is everyone's Mount Miyama shopping district. I cannot allow selfish, unconsidered behavior here, not even if the church permits it.
Yeah, it's the witch from the mountain. Piss off, I was talking to the lady. The young lady. Understood? Not some old hag with no children. Take your mackerel and flounder and get your ass out of here.
Old hag? Oh, I didn't quite get what you said, Lancer. Would you like to say that one more time?
Jesus Christ.
You say we need to hold back. I'll make sure you're rolling around on the grill like the worthless hot dog you are.
Dumbass, what are you doing? Learn to recognize where you are and what you're allowed to do here.
Come to think of it, I'm a customer and you are, what, a clerk at a fish market? You should learn how to put a smile on your face to greet customers even if it doesn't suit you.
Somehow the damn vixen managed to get used to shopping. Damn it, today's really not my day. Screw this. I can't afford to get fired here too. He doesn't even own it. He just works there.
I love the little chibi Sakura.
It's so good.
But you are unwise, Lancer. A shopping district is the housewife's domain. Better believe it. Well, I'm sorry for all the ruckus, young lady. Perhaps I should not have intervened.
Applause! No, thank you. If you don't mind me asking, what's your name? And with that, we became friends, see?
Caster, would you mind for a moment? I motion Caster over to the side. Hey, what's going on? I'm thankful you helped Sakura, but you're not planning something again, are you? Don't worry, I have no other intentions. I just didn't like Lancer's reckless behavior here. Men like him have always annoyed me. She curls her lips into a beautiful smile. It doesn't look like this elegant newlywed wife is lying. And Mato-san is Soichiro-sama's student. She's been kind enough to tell me a lot about the school. She just called Ku, essentially. That bastard reminds me of Jason. Oh, so Issei doesn't talk about stuff like that? He's kind of a brother-in-law to Soichiro-sama, and I wouldn't mind if we were a little closer.
Then if you marry Kazuki-sensei, you'll be Ryudo-senpai's sister-in-law.
Wow, Issei's misfortune with women seems to never cease.
You'll become less reserved with each other after that. I'm jealous of Ryudo-senpai. Right, senpai?
Yeah, maybe.
I'm envious. Newlyweds. It's so lovely.
Oh no, I feel embarrassed now. She may be acting humble, but there's no hiding the joy overflowing from within. Alright, Caster-san. No matter how calm you pretend to be, it's all there in plain view. And what about you, Mato-san? Have you met the man of your dreams already?
I mean, never had a relationship where I thought as far as marrying, and it's still a while before I start considering it, and but even though his parents aren't here, I do get along pretty well with his guardian, so sometime in the future,
Flopping about, Sakura makes weird emotions. Isn't that cute?
Caster so knows.
And Caster just looks on with a smile. Maybe she's embarrassed because she comes here often and doesn't want someone to overhear or something? Isn't that Ryder looking at us from over there? Ryder glares this way, not as if to jeer, but more like a snake focusing on its prey.
Isn't that so, senpai?
Ah?
I was saying that you're my teacher at cooking.
Oh, well, you mean the basics, then I guess. The purple women trio is assembled. Really? It's good to be cooking for Soichiro-sama, but preparing meals as a couple is just lovely. Soichiro-sama, could you please take care of this porgy that came straight from Akashi?
Yes, however, there is no need for any tools.
Oh, Soichiro-sama! What skill do you have at making live sashimi? And with your bare hands, too?
Oh my god. Although it differs from taking care of a living person. A skill designed solely for snatching one's life away. To use it for peaceful food processing is a great experience. You have my gratitude, Caster.
Oh, such kind words. Oh, I want to see you in an apron.
She's so real.
I suppose why they could make sashimi from a fish that's still alive in a Zen temple is a question best left unanswered. But looking at it now, perhaps the Sakura Caster pairing isn't all that strange. On one side, we have a housewife. On the other, a staunch domestic helper. Both seem to be the type to hold back their feelings, so they might actually be pretty similar. They're both Magi as well. Being in public, I keep my voice low.
I'm no good at that at all. Even learning from Ryder, I'm making no progress whatsoever. I'm totally different from Caster-san.
She's taking lessons from Ryder on magic?
Interesting. I couldn't possibly compare to her.
You don't need to put yourself down. You have plenty of potential. Your latent powers are unbelievable. So Caster can't even see that.
As plentiful as the extra flesh you have is what a certain someone once told me.
I look around. Perhaps it's not just Ryder. Any chance that Tozuka might be passing by?
I think that we, as women, have a lot of roles to fill in addition to being Magi. But even with all those responsibilities, you have such a lovely home, Caster-san. Right, I will follow in your footsteps.
I will follow in your footsteps. I will also put Senpai in a dress.
Woo! I have
Sakura.
a suggestion.
Sakura clenches her fist with determination, as if saying, I have just now opened my eyes to life.
And even being such a great magus, you are so kind and elegant. You really are admirable.
Oh, I am embarrassed, and I have plenty of imperfections too. She laughs. She sounds modest, yet at the same time somehow realistic. Ah, the combination of magic and everyday life. Caster, what do you think about that? 'Cause I don't know a lot about Magi, I'm a little curious. That thought in itself is incorrect, boy. Magic and everyday life cannot coexist. You should not even think about combining them. Watch me. The fundamentals of magic are distortion and reversal. No matter what kind of magic it is, when used it will distort the norm. Therefore, if you want to live correctly, you have to separate magic from normal life. You can't live in both worlds? You must wholly live in both worlds, that is. A magus is someone who crosses that boundary all the time. He's free to focus on either side, but he must never try to erase the line that separates them both. In order to fully immerse yourself in magic, you must exclude your normal life. Once you choose that path as a human, you must create an inner and outer phase in order to master it. Then you can start deciding how to live as a person divided between magic and real life. How about you? You're Kuzuki-sensei's wife now, but what about your side as a magus? It's no different from what I used to be, naturally. I have no doubts about the magus side of myself. I just use my powers as I see fit. But it's true that nowadays I don't turn into my magus self as often as I have in the past. I see.
That's so profound.
Right now, both of us are women before we're Magi. But when the time comes, should you have the power to support the man you love? Isn't that part of a wife's duty, I wonder?
I see. And the power to make your loved one happy. From now on, I must start rigorous training, just as I did when I learned to cook.
Sakura seems enamored by Caster, who gives off a feeling of being a senpai in life. I can't tell if it's a friendly exchange or a self-improvement rally.
Right? That's how a caring woman should be. Imitating Miss Perfect is no good.
Miss Perfect? Who the heck is that? I feel like I've heard that name many times before.
Of course, Tono-san. There's just such a person at this rival women's academy.
Shikitono?
Wouldn't that be...
Akiha Tono!
Yeah, wouldn't that be the sister? Hang on. I think that's an oblique reference. That's hilarious. They literally refer to her as that. Oh my god, that's so fucking funny. The idea that these two could meet.
I was thinking that, Tom. Again, please remember that it's technically officially confirmed by the extra materials that the red coat that Shiro gets, that it becomes archers, was given by Seal.
Oh my god, that's right.
So
also, can I just say, what the fuck is in the air? It used to be like, oh yeah, like Shiro is definitely transmask and Shinji is a like T-girl egg. And now it's like this character, force femme. This character, force femme.
Sorry, it's the season of force femme lately.
I mean, guess it is.
We are still holding onto our headcanons. This is just as fucking about. We can have multiple headcanons, you know?
I'm just saying. I feel he's gone off the rails.
It's also the fact that Caster is here. I think Caster is just very good for Force Femme. I mean,
it's her aura.
She literally Force Femme Saber in the fucking Unlimited Blade Works route. That's what she does.
You're so right. Also, the idea that Sakura and Akiha could meet is very special in my heart.
I am so intrigued.
I invite you to look at my Discord banner again.
Allow me to explain for anyone. No, you're not a W Sigma, you're a loser. With a key. Yeah, no, that tracks. Oh, yes, every school has somebody with that name, and here I was about to guess Tosaka. Well, not that Sakura could speak ill of her older sister.
Never.
What sort of a girl is she?
She's really unbearable. This seems perfect. Everyone's fooled by her.
I'm also a victim, her disposition seems to say. It sounds like Sakura really got treated badly by that girl from the rival school.
She comes from a well-known family and is also great beauty. Her chest is flat, though. She's a top student and even secretly excels in magecraft. But she's basically one clumsy miser, yet she puts on an air of superiority that has everyone in the dark.
Oh my god, Sakura! No, she's venting!
Oh, she's so upset.
I'd never have thought there could be another walking paradox of the universe in this world. I can't say whether the world is big or Japan is small.
And now she travels all over the world, goes to a foreign school, and has an international career arranged for her. It's like having a 40cm cannon for a toy. Bam, bam, fire whenever you feel like.
She seems to be wearing a thick mask. It must be troubling to have such a person as a rival.
Oh my god, she's being so understanding. It definitely is. She looks orderly on the outside, and everyone's getting fooled by that. And she has a flat chest, too!
Sakura, just size aside, please continue.
The stream's cutting 1 second. Of course the stream fucks up now. Please.
What did you say that about this?
Please. Alright, so it doesn't say I'm watching the stream? Give me just a second.
Take your time. Thank you. What's
What is that? Please, I need to catch up on the bit.
Let me stop streaming and return one moment. What about now?
It is still loading. What happened?
Maybe I need to disconnect or something.
Yeah, let's both leave the call and rejoin.
Okay. Sorry about the issue sounds. There we go.
Hello, hello.
Oh, oh god. What about now?
Come on, come on. No, please. Please.
That's so weird. Suddenly, huh?
Yeah.
That's never happened before like this.
This has never happened, no.
Oh.
This is a brand new problem.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Hmm?
There you go.
What? Oh.
What about now?
Okay, we're back. We're back.
Okay, there we go. I have 2 instances like of capture for Holy Ataraxia apparently, and one of them is blank right now.
Weird.
Weird. But please, if you will.
Oh my god! I just lost.
if you will.
Okay, we'll get back to chest sizes later. She's like a roller coaster, sucking innocent bystanders in for a ride, and it's terrible. But it's so high class that there's these amusement park visitors are unable to complain, and they're just forced to accept it. Without an attraction like that, this park's popularity would fail, because everyone's attracted to it. I mean, Miss Perfect like that.
That is certainly a problem. But you've been making an interesting comparison for a while, so now, Sakura.
The biggest problem is she's turned one innocent boy into a mindless servant. Not that I would resist doing that once or twice if I could.
Oh my, she sounds like a pro.
No! Maybe the boy got used to it or something, but lately he looks happy when Miss Perfect is ordering him around. But I still think it's bad to order people around. I'm definitely against that.
I definitely am not thinking about putting a collar on that same boy, no.
I'm definitely not thinking about putting a collar on that boy.
Oh my god. She exudes an aura of determination. I involuntarily take a few steps back. Is that so? Sakura is, very kind? Yes, that's it. Ha ha ha. I squeeze out a smile.
Right, and so I would like to become a well-mannered wife like yourself, Caster-san.
Yes, I understand your story fully. Mato-san, you want to rescue that boy and make him happy, right?
That's... I just think that something should be done about it.
But you have a Miyakun, Mato-san.
No, that's...
I'm happy that you want to be like me, but... trying to imitate me would not do you any good.
Okay.
I have my bad side too, so please learn from it. Nobody else needs to fall into an evil man's grasp. One quick glare thrown my way is enough to send chills down my spine. You're not that sort of a man, are you?
I know that Senpai is a good person, definitely.
So there you have it. How fortunate, boy. This lady will definitely make you happy. I don't know how to answer that, so I just keep silent. And you have nothing to worry about from Miss Perfect. The only important things are yourself, the one you hold dear, and the size of your chest.
Right. Really, you're an inspiration for wives everywhere, Caster-san. You're so different from Miss Perfect. It makes me tear up inside.
I guess this is what you'd call crying out of happiness. There's nothing fancy to them, yet Caster's words seem to carry about as much destructive energy as her rule breaker.
Oh my god.
Anyway, I'm glad that Sakura's problems are being solved.
Could I call you One-sama, please, Caster-san?
Oh my! It looks like I made a cute little sister. Sakura's an older sister, don't you already?
Senpai, let's invite Caster-san to our house and listen to her advice on how to live life the right way. Especially the part about dealing with imperfect.
That is a tempting invitation. I'll think about it. Right, why don't you shop with us as well, Emiya-kun?
That sounds great. Senpai, let's go decide today's menu for lunch.
Right, that's why I originally came here for after all. Something isn't quite right, but this isn't a good time to say no. Sakura is full of joy and cheer, and Caster seems unusually happy as well. Calm, yet painful, time marches on, wrapping around my neck like a silk string.
God. I fucking love this game so much.
Huh? We have more things out for a walk today?
Some suspicious plot.
When we come down to the hill, the town has completely Oh, it's the final day!
Oh,
And we have Saber with us. The town has completely changed. The lights have died out, and there's no sign of any human activity. Even still, this uninhabited town is full of breathing. It's an uncomfortable frequency, almost like a whisper. Meaningless hatred arises within me. It must be the bestial scent in the air. I feel strong anger at this enemy I have yet to see.
Shiro, there's no one inside these houses. Anything with a human form has disappeared completely from Fuyuki.
Not mass slaughter, but disappearance. It seems what Saber saw was corpseless, bloodless murder scenes.
This is truly an enigma. Perhaps this is the work of whoever restarted the Holy Grail War.
Yeah, probably. None of the other servants could do this. But more importantly, Saber, what do you think of these voices?
Voices? I'm not sure. No, indeed, I can hear something. Is this the barking of a dog?
She narrows her eyes, trying to focus on the harsh sound. The voices become louder and louder. The shrill sounds reverberate between my skull and my brain, stimulating my instincts.
Shiro, what's wrong? Your face is pale. Could it be that there's poison in the air?
Yeah. Now that she mentions it, these voices are nothing other than poison.
I have some resistance to poison due to my armor. But Shiro, you're defenseless. Let us retreat back to the estate for now. I believe there should be no major trouble as Ryder is there, but I'm still worried.
Don't worry. I'm fine. I'd rather do something about these voices. There's only 2 hours left before the day ends. Let's find the source before the day changes.
Shiro, I understand how you feel, but there are no clues. Is it not wiser to retreat?
This isn't like Saber. I've been hearing the clues all this time up to the point of blatancy. Let's leave home defense to Ryder. Right now I want to track these voices.
Shiro.
I run ahead of her. My sense of balance is getting destroyed by the breathing of these bees swirling inside of my ears. They can't be too far off. Tonight, Saber's with me. I shouldn't lose no matter who I fight. The howling changed into roaring. At this point, there's no need for me to say anything to Saber. That's because the enemy is in front of us. Things that wiped out all of the people in this city. And she, are all hair, flocking to a girl I've never seen before. I know I've seen them before, yet my memory fails me. Just a little more. If the clock strikes midnight or somebody tells me, I will remember. They howled, making jarring sounds of movement, a frequency outside of my hearing range. The herds informs me with certainty, with voices that no human could ever make out. I will kill you. A beast races, it said. Wringing its claws, it rushes at me as if it was crawling.
Shiro, stay back.
Saber moves forward in a flash. She's so cool.
She's so fucking sick. I love watching her get to do her thing.
She cuts through the mysterious beasts. I don't know what force moves these monsters, but it's obvious they're no match for Saber. She should be able to clear them out without any problem. In that case, I'll catch that girl watching us from deeper inside of the park. She's got to be the one behind this real-life Twilight Zone if she's in charge of these beasts. I slip past the monsters that are being thinned out by Saber.
Where are you going, Shiro? Stop, you must not move away from me.
The monsters keep attacking her. They swarm around Saber desperately, probably having instinctively realized who is the most powerful being in this area. I don't like leaving Saber behind, but this is my chance. They will never be able to outmatch her, no matter how many of them attack together. The best they can do is buy time. I can use this chance to go after their master. All this time, the girl has been simply watching us without running away. I can do this. I don't feel any threat coming from that girl. I already know that I'll be able to catch her by myself.
You're quite the master. I would never have expected you to leave Saber to fend off these monsters by yourself.
A voice lacking any emotion. Her clothes remind me of a lifeless doll. I'll save the chit-chat for later. Right now, I'm going to catch this girl in front of me. I grab her arm. Got you. Hey, who the hell are you? No, stop these guys first. If you won't stop them, I was about to say I would use force on her. However... Oh god! Jesus!
Jesus Christ!
That kind of thinking... You can skip the first line.
I don't mind. Except that kind of thinking is awfully unlike you. Don't you agree, Shiro?
She sees through me and replies with heavy words that I have tasted once before.
Shiki, is that you?
Know me. So you were the one that restarted the Holy Grail War? Shiki's... It just popped to mind. Jesus Christ.
Yes, I was the one that restarted it in this form. If you wish to resolve it, you should catch me. However, this time it was a failure. We were not meant to meet here.
Huh? My vision flickers, and in an instant... Only me tank here. Oh god! Ugh! My limbs are restrained by a cloth with a will of its own. What the hell? I can't move. The cloth is only restraining my arms and legs, and all that's pulling on it is that girl's slender arm, so why the hell am I having trouble even breathing?
Resistance is futile. It's impossible for a man to tear the holy cloth of Magdala.
My body creaks. Thankfully, the restraint that's holding my entire body doesn't seem to have enough power to tear me apart. In fact, this seems like a mystic code that specializes only in restraining its target.
I have no intention of killing you. Since this meeting was a failure, all we need to...
The girl's face starts convulsing. I hear a quiet sound. Sound of flesh being torn apart, and the smell of blood drifting through the air. Her face distorts in pain. What's going on? Nobody could have hurt her, yet there is blood trickling down her body. Hey, you okay there? That's definitely not normal. I'm the one tied up, but whatever that girl's going through sure looks a lot worse. For God's sake, just get this thing off of me. You're suffering, right? I won't do anything, so just take it easy. I wonder how much of that she believed. The girl slowly moves her collapsing body.
You become possessed so quickly. I knew it. You are...
Leaving that interesting remark behind, she staggers away. Stop moving around when you're hurt, idiot! And if you're going to run away, get this damn cloth off of me! The red cloth is doing its job even with its master gone. I can't move, can't breathe too well, and just as I'm about to pass out...
Are you alright, Shiro?
Saber's sword cuts through the red cloth. The horde of monsters is still around us. She came to save me in the midst of her own battle, no doubt. Not letting her guard down, Saber keeps her sword pointed at the beasts.
What was that cloth? These monsters do not have such an ability.
I don't really know either. Anyway, nothing is going to make any sense until capture that girl.
What? Did you say girl?
She went that way. I should still be able to catch up to her. Sorry, Saber, please take care of these guys for me. Leaving Saber to cover my back, I run off. I don't know the cause, but that girl was injured. I want to know who she really is, but first those wounds have to be treated. There's some really interesting stuff going on right now.
I'm fucking gripped.
The trail of blood continues onto the tufts of grass on the riverbank. She's lost a lot of blood. If something isn't done soon, she could lose her life. A voice of suppressed agony. The girl is lying in the tall grass to hide herself. Hey, you're in there? Aren't you? Don't run away. I'm not going to do anything to you. I just have some things I want to ask you, but I'll do that after I patch you up.
Stop. Run away.
I hear the sharp sound of rippling flesh again. This isn't the time to be worrying about traps or a counterattack. Urged on by the smell of blood, I step into the grass. The girl's injury has worsened. I don't know what happened. No, what's going to happen. But I keep walking closer, unable to let things go on like this.
Stop. Don't look.
Her agony intensifies. Every step I take, it gets worse. It seems almost sexual somehow.
It sure does, buddy.
The casts of pain grow harder bit by bit. With each step, I dig deeper into her body. Little by hi?
Should we be on guard here?
I have the censorship patch on here. Censor mature content, censor age content. I know that. I mean, we did read with Ryder's son with this.
That we did.
If that's the case, the moment I reach her, she will climax. One moment, let me... There we go. This girl is a very strange character. I don't know whether to keep the,
I'm excited. I cannot wait to see what more is in store.
One more step. A part of me thinks I could treat her body, and then... Shiro?
No, don't come closer.
I am so on guard right now. I'm
Same.
perturbed.
Same.
Another part of me doesn't want to approach knowing I'll die. Huh. Sorry, I keep missing the thing. Oh! What is this? Red liquid backed up, pouring out of my mouth. I look down at the sinister weapon that penetrated my stomach. Yeah, that will definitely. I've seen many things up until now, but none of them ever lived up to the horror in front of me. Huge claws are coming out of her slender body. So that wound came from the inside? While gasping in heat, the girl formed that monster and impaled me as I got close. I'm fading out. I will die here, not even needing to wait until the next hour. But still, the knowledge I gained is tremendous. This was not the right place. I cannot meet her here. Learn her name? It has to happen at a place closer to the source. Engraving only that onto my memory, I release the consciousness that I kept linked to my body. And on the verge of death, looking at the figure of the girl that gave birth to this weapon, I suddenly remember a demon from a fairy tale. Extremely interesting here. So,
A needle pulling thread, thank you.
we ought to finally arrive at the night where she was first noticed. So, like, there was one part specifically where she mentions, like, that's not quite like you to think like that, right, Miyashiro?
Yeah.
And like you really are, like, there's something going on with Shiro specifically. Up until now, I've been thinking just that we're looping with Shiro just because he's the protagonist. However, there's something going on that we don't know about.
Like, there's something going wrong that we don't know about is such a funny thing to say. Like, yeah, of course.
Have you any desire to do any extra scene after this, or do you want to leave it out here?
I think that would be a fine stopping point.
Oh,
what a session.
This game. Okay, so I know I continue bringing this back despite the fact I keep saying I'm no longer really into Homestuck. But remember when I mentioned about the explanation that Hasi had about the duality of the meat and the candy of a story?
Mm-hmm.
And how in the epilogue he does the most extreme way of separating them by having the candy as one timeline as completely filler fluff with a lot of drama that seems nonsensical sometimes, and the other timeline with the heavy plot that doesn't let you have a break from it. Yeah. I feel like there's some genuinely similar themes going on here, to the point of like the character flanderization to an extent in the slice of life funny scenes. Like, we saw Shinji break the fourth wall. This is a game that is not afraid to not take itself seriously and push the characters in it in like weird directions for fun.
I completely agree. I completely agree.
And then you have these scenes that have like the all evils in the world like kind of feel of bullshit is heavy, there's death going on everywhere, and there's definitely a lot of bad stuff going on, right?
Yeah.
And I feel like there's some interesting bullshit. And I think back specifically to the conversation that Caster had with Sakura, mentioning about the need to separate the mage world and the regular life, and how that is reflected directly through these scenes.
That's like a really interesting connection to draw. It's kind of got my brain whirring.
Right? Right?
That's really cool.
Like we have a world where bad things are happening, but literally no one is realizing that they're happening. Blanks are being backfilled, and they're just kind of living this.
And
like,
sorry, I was going to bring up something. On regards to there being something up with Shiro, when we found Ryder in Ryoto Temple grounds, she brought up how it'd be like, oh yeah, it would make sense that there'd be like traces of you around, and then got really weird about protecting us.
Yeah.
Like, there's something.
I'm also thinking that while Shiro can be a little shit, he definitely has been a lot more of a tease, hasn't he?
He has.
Ooh.
Sus.
There's sus stuff going on, and suddenly I thunking. I don't know what I'm thunking exactly, but I'm thunking it.
10,000 calculations a second, and they're all wrong.
It's a hollow Ataraxia, yeah.
Hey, also, I just want to say, like, not to leave it unsaid. This game fucks so hard. I'm having so much fun with every single one of these scenes. The fact that we just get to sit down and read Slice of Life and then get fucking, like, blindsided by something really interesting in developments in the plot.
Yeah. Also, fuck, I love Ryder and Sakura so much.
They're perfect. Like, genuinely, without a doubt, my favorites.
We now know Sakura obsesses over other girls' chests, so jot that down.
I think that's important. I think that's essential, actually, to understanding the plot.
Okay. So like, okay, listen to me here, right? Listen to me.
Listening.
I did mention specifically the slight bit of flanderization with Sakura going ham with the bending about Rain and being very funny about it.
Mm-hmm.
However, I would like to say, from a character development point of view, the idea of a Sakura who could be like insecure about her body because of many reasonable things happening to her.
Because of, reasons.
Yeah, and having to being like the bigger chested like person in the household. And then you have this scene where she's venting about Ren and she's like holding onto her sister that she's bustier as a point of pride, right?
Yeah.
And so you have like a very interesting like development in here in this. Denti's losing it. I don't know what. Oh my god! I almost called Denti Shinji.
Is he okay?
What is going? He's not having a good one. But yeah, no.
Shinji.
Also, I can't believe we have like ISSEI force them now in.
I cannot believe that it is now canon.
Denti has obviously not hung out around Steve enough.
You wouldn't do that to your worst enemy? I did that to myself.
The Fuyoshi dog strikes again, baby. I love the awoos.
I love you so much, Mac. I love streaming with you so much. This is
I
so
love
fun.
fucking around with you so much. It's so fun.
I was absolutely so glad that we didn't have to like fully cancel after I was busy.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this has been so fun.
All I'm saying, okay, listen. To overcome one's biggest fear, you have to become your biggest fear. Fem ISSEI be like, no. I need you to understand that ISSEI will spend a year and a half in a ascetic, like, isolation from the outside world, and one day he will open his eyes and be like, wait, I'm a woman, and she will walk out of the fucking temple.
What a beautiful metamorphosis. Ryoto Temple, her cocoon.
God. And then she will walk back in because she needs Caster to help with the clothing.
And then Caster's like really disappointed because now it's not Force Femme.
You can't force femme a femme. That's the fun of it.
That just got brought up.
Yeah, that's why I'm doing it. I wonder what it's about the bong. Oh, what? Sorry, what was that? What? Okay, let me bonk myself. Wait. What happened there? I don't know what happened with that throw, James. It's working well, but that one was weird. But yeah, so of note, my throat is feeling a little bit sore, so there's a big chance that I may not stream tomorrow, or maybe on Wednesday either, depending on how things will start going. I am finally starting to get sick.
Can I ask why you started kind of doing a Chills voice for a moment?
Number 15.
If I can just interrogate that briefly.
I just occasionally do that.
Every once in a while, you get the chills.
I get the chills sometimes.
Getting chills is like one of the symptoms of starting to get sick. This makes sense.
Oh no, soon I will start posting top 15 lists on YouTube. Number 15, Force Femme.
I like forced femme. Like,
yeah.
That feels like something like Jackie would say.
Oh, Anya, since you're here, may I ask you a little thing? Like, I saw the Force Femme thing, and I was thinking, right.
What a segue, go on.
So Danny and I... Again, what an
Off to
incredible
a bad
segue.
fucking start, yeah. Continue.
So we were watching before playing Horrorvale yesterday. We were seeing this Twitter thread that became kinda like the thing of the week. That had some woman that had sent, like, she had like a party of some kind with friends for New Year's, and she had brought a hear me out kind of PowerPoint presentation list.
Okay.
And basically we were roasting her choices a little bit before starting the stream. And we thought, hey, wouldn't it be really funny to grab like a bunch of people together and each of us brings like a hear me out presentation with like a couple of characters they're trying to sell on the rest?
Consider this a very enthusiastic yes. Hey, if you're 100% serious, I am 100% down.
Oh, absolutely. It could be basically a just talking stream while we're like just presenting or reasons.
That sounds like such a good fucking time. Please.
We were thinking about who to bring along, but you were one of the heavy considerations.
I wonder why. Like, what about me or my taste could possibly make me, like, suited for this particular thing?
Also,
I'm well known to be normal.
number 1 Force Femme of history, Thor from Nordic mythology, when he put on a dress to get his hammer back. I don't think that's the number 1. I'm going to have to say that that's not the number 1. He's not my number 1.
He will never be my number 1.
In fact, I could say Yamato Takeru ranks higher than Thor in that regard.
Oh no, I gotta start brainstorming awful picks.
Yeah, that's the point. We're trying to pick like characters that genuinely do that to us, but like we need to be the most outrageous possible to shock and confound the audience and the other members.
I mean,
Chat, please play the clip of Anya reacting to Adam and Eve in Nier Automata. Anya reacted to Eve and Adam in Nier Automata the way that you should.
I think that I have not had a moment on any of these streams as intense as the way I felt during Adam's boss fight.
You mean when he reaches out to grab
the way he touches
jaw?
9S's jaw is needlessly sexual in a way I approve of. Like, You ever just have like a pretty lipped boy crucified and you gotta stroke his cheek like it's fucking intimate? Like, I just.
Yeah. Well, he's spouting like the most like that man connected to the remnants of 4chan for a little bit there.
Yeah, exactly. Like, that was the most, like, doomer rhetoric I've ever heard in my life, and he was gassed about it. And, like, I don't know. He's wrong, but his confidence kind of does it for me.
Hear me out, you say, while the funny throat singing man audio plays as you hold out Lightning McQueen in one hand and James the Splendid Red Engine in the other. I need you to understand that one of the reasons we were, basically roasting this lady is because she had a lot of just extremely basic like Pixar, Disney picks going out. Like, it was a very mainstream list that still almost tried to appear like you know, like subversive in some way, and there were two Cars characters in there.
What the fuck?
Like what you're saying, that's literally what kickstarted this, literally.
God. Yeah, no, consider me super on board. I think that sounds like a blast.
Yeah, do give Sudani a poke if you're interested.
I will. I absolutely will. I'll fucking message him right now.
Tug on the snake tail.
Hey, wake up, you son of a bitch.
Oh.
What a good stream.
What a good stream.
What a good fucking game. I love Hollow. I forgot the second word.
Ataraxia.
Thank you. Yeah, it was gone. Just totally gone.
Oh.
I love the Hollow Fate game.
I look. I don't know. We need to come up with different names for this every single time.
Oh god.
Oh. You were chasing down the origin of certain bisexual origins of yours. I think sometimes about the fact that I was assaulted by the image of my first like fictional crush while watching Jade play Clonoa. And I realized, oh my god, no, wait, no, when I was a kid I was so into this cat. Fate Big Hole?
Fate Big Hole.
I should call
That's
her.
True.
And with that, I think it is time for us to say goodbye here.
This feels like an excellent place to be dropping it. Thank you so much for having me. Thank you so much for watching. Unfortunately, my near stream for later tonight has been cancelled because I'm exhausted. But remember, I am streaming over on Twitch at AN14VT. I recommend you come see my art and various games, starting Deltarune next week. That's going to be fun.
It's going to be so fun seeing how you reacted to all of Undertale.
Yeah. Especially because, like, I know even less about Deltarune than I did about Undertale. I know that it exists, and that's literally it.
Yeah. But I need to rest my voice, and Anya needs to be going here.
Bye-bye. Thank you for watching. Thank you for having me. Everyone in chat, delightful to see you as always. And I can't wait to hopefully continue next week, presuming neither of us die.
Likewise. I'll be seeing you all next time. Bye-bye, chat.
Bye-bye.
Bye!